Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table.
Welcome to the hood table.
Vocally, you don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that
Laugh a little.
As a little, expose current events. Trash a little, you never know these opinions. Trash a little, get addicted to the content. Gotta binge watch it, you don't like it, then you want to invite and bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. They say so. It's an open invitation, bring it to the table.
Bring it to the table.
No, we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn it back until you start tracking in. Yeah. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Cable.
Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
All they need is a little Karma Diva in their life. That's all they need.
Yes. Welcome to the hood table. One more game.
Hood table.
What up?
What's up?
What it be like? How y'all doing?
Blessed and beautiful.
Superb.
Awesome. I'm doing well too. I'm glad to see you ladies tonight. And man,
Likewise.
y'all. Girl, okay. We always promise we not gonna be we all see after if we go past a few hours, I'm gonna act like I'm in the Pentecostal church. I'm be like,
oh, that ain't just strictly Pentecostal.
That's in
honey.
church. I'm gonna say in church.
That's just church general.
In church.
I can't do it. Man, we was on here for 4 hours and 25 minutes last night, and I couldn't believe it. It's crazy because I heard somebody else say, "How do people be on lives?" They was talking about another YouTuber for over all that time. Like some people be on here, God honest, 6, 7, 8. I done seen 9-hour lives. I done seen, and I'll be
That's a whole damn day of work.
It's a whole day.
Man, that's a shift. But that's even a part-time gig for me.
You just get caught up and you just be having fun and you be laughing and jumping. Then it hits you like it's 2:00 in the morning. Why the hell we still on here?
Hell, we've been on since at 3 in the morning. We be like, wait a minute, hold on, it's 3:00 in the morning. I got to go.
My longest live was 5.5 hours.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
5.5 hours, and that wasn't on this channel. It was on the Tanya's Prime Time. That's when we was trying to get our views up so we could get money. And we did an all-nighter. We was on here all night. Hey, Miss Sislo, how you doing, beautiful?
Hello.
Hey, Miss Sislo.
Hey, you dropped the stream. Hey. Yeah, because last night we was trying to holler at you, but I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on with Sislo last night, but yes, if you want the link, you can jump in the chat. We can have up to 6 people. Hey, Carla, how you doing, love?
Hey, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
Sislo. Good evening, ladies.
In our the Hood Table Facebook group. So a lot of y'all who watch us are in the Hood Table Facebook group, but if you are not in that group, I'm going to drop the link. So that, let me see. Hold on. I'll drop the link so y'all can join the Facebook group. Because in the Facebook group, we talk about a lot of stuff. Okay.
See, and I've been keeping my distance from Facebook. Just, I don't know. This Corona stuff has just, I've gotten.
Hey,
it's almost as bad as watching the news.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What up, dog?
I hear some background.
Hey.
Is there a TV or something in the background?
It shouldn't be because.
Yeah, it is. I hear music. I gotta mute you, babe.
Yeah, I heard something.
I want no copyright strikes and stuff from playing some music.
Right.
Because YouTube will get you. I got one copyright strike, and the person who wrote the song, they was like, "Oh, we can share the profits."
Well, what profits?
Because when your channel has ads on it, Some people
Yeah.
who hold copyright, they will either strike you or they'll strike you and you can pay them for every penny you get on that video, or they can strike you and they'll split it with you. So let's say you make
Yeah.
$10 a month off of one video. You'll get 5 and they'll
And
get
they'll-
5.
How about I just
Ah.
delete the damn video?
Thank you. That's what I normally do because I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
have
just
money in your bank account.
chop that. Yeah, we chop.
You okay over there now, Mrs. Sloan?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I still hear a lot of noise. Okay. So I'm gonna let her handle that.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the Hood Table channel. And also, I did say I'm gonna drop that link, so let me go ahead and drop that link to the Hood Table channel. Facebook group. And the Facebook group, all you got to do is click on the link and click join. And as long as I don't think you're a troll, because yes, I will go through your Facebook and I will look at your pictures and I will see how many likes you got and how many friends you have. Yes, sir. Because we do be getting trolls that be trying to join the Facebook group.
Gotta be thorough.
And they just joined Facebook last week. I'm like,
Wow.
I hate that.
Like, how long you been on Facebook? Yes, I do be making sure I ain't.
But then it's kind of messed up though if you think about it. Maybe somebody just joined last week and they trying to, get to know people and become inclusive, and then we looking like
they will have to hit me.
But
They will have to hit me up personally and be like, "You rejected my invite," and I'll be like, "Who you is? Who sent you?" And
right.
That remind me of that DMX song. Who sent you?
I'm so
Who
serious.
sent you?
You know how in our grown folks groups, some people would jump in just to be nosy and see what we doing.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh God, we had a lot of that.
Kick their asses out. They go.
We had a lot of that.
What y'all talking about that for? Why? I'm like, grown folks.
Oh
Right.
no! Remember how we would have a girlfriend jump in because her boyfriend in the group, or she sent a homegirl in there to look and see what we was talking about, and it'd be like,
That's crazy.
baby, if you got to do all of that, you need to just leave. It ain't worth all that.
It used to go down, man. People was having relationship problems. We like
It was
it's just all fun and games. All fun and games.
It's just all
Right. And
fun
then-
and games, man.
But the
it was a lot
party
of.
was epic. The party.
But when a person is so
Go ahead.
insecure.
insecure, thank you. When a person is so insecure,
hmm
You know,
that doesn't.
But then again, we always try to say it's insecurity, and it is a lot of time. But then we don't know what they've been through with that person too. That person could have, really taken them through the ringer, and they just trying to hold on to the relationship to, So we don't. I mean, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's insecurity.
oh wow.
They.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what? Did I tell everybody to like the video on the way in? Let me check our likes.
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Mhm.
I just want to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
sure.
But see, that's something I never. If I felt like a man was gonna cheat, or if he was doing, I was like, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Right.
Be on your merry way.
Right.
Do you
I'm not gonna
boo?
argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with her
Okay, we got
or whoever.
everybody like it on the way in. Thank you. Make sure you hit that link in the chat so you can
Good job, guys.
join our private Facebook group in the chat. It go just like it goes down in here. It goes down in Facebook too in our group. So with that being said, we're gonna start this Friday Night Live. No topics off limit. No holds barred. Remember, if you want the link to jump on the screen on camera with us to talk about anything we're talking about, or if you have a topic that you want to bring to the table, just say it in the chat and I'll drop the link so you can jump on the link. But first thing first,
Put it nicely, please. When you jump, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, when you jumping in, please be on topic. Please, have something to contribute to the conversation so that we can keep it flowing. and let's just have fun with it. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Tanya. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. I'll be good.
No, you good. I'm just cracking up because I got that thought.
I'll
Right?
be good.
Okay. I'm gonna move y'all butts out the way, and I'm gonna share the screen. And let me know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mute us while we watching because I think that might be part of the echoing problem when I share a screen. Karma Diva.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Hit me in the private chat if it's echoing.
Okay.
Whoa, girl. Whoa, girl. Woo! Okay, can you hold there? Okay, sit on me now.
You wishing. Trash. She ain't gonna say nothing. Your mom's a hoe.
Did the sound come in pretty good?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Came in crystal clear.
Y'all have to thank you, Carla. Thank you. I figured the problem out. I gotta mute us all and then play another video so it can be clear. I need everybody in the chat and y'all too. Okay, who want to go first? Because I need honest opinions of what we just witnessed.
I mean, I have an opinion, but
I'll try not to be biased.
I just feel like,
go ahead.
Not trying to be biased. I think, as long as she ain't teaching the baby how to spin and, because it shows a lot of flexibility. You have to have a lot of muscle control. And who knows, hell, the baby could grow up to be a gymnast.
Where's my glass?
Long as she ain't taking no collapsible portable pole to school for show and tell. But that's something I would not have filmed and shared with others. But how she rears her child is completely different than mine, because there ain't no way in hell I would let my daughter slide down no pole. But hey,
all right,
do you?
Candace, how you feel about that video?
So let me sip on some tea real quick.
All right, I'm gonna sip too on some tea. At least it looks like tea. It's the same color.
Right. Now I love the fact Miss normal, you're the body, yeah. But and when as soon as I seen it, I was just like, "Are you serious?" I didn't even gymnast didn't even come in my mind just because it just goes like every individual's mind state of mind is also different.
Yeah.
And when you're used to
Yeah.
seeing certain things, such as a pole, let me tell you something. I wish
Yeah.
I'm trying to. It's the hood table.
At the hood table, then what?
Keep it hood. Keep it hood.
I'm about to. I wish a mother boy would. That is so inappropriate to me because, and then what is that child seeing? Is that your profession, mom? Or
Yeah.
you said it's like it could be okay if you want to be a gymnast, get a tumbling mat and a vault.
Yeah.
Thank you. Put her butt in a gymnast class.
Put her in, sign her up
Nah,
for
I didn't.
gymnastics. No, I'm not
saying that's
saying
one
I'm not a,
possibility.
Hold on.
no, I like the fact that you was looking I like the fact you was looking at it from that
Outside the
perspective.
box.
But no, that's totally inappropriate to me because and then the fact that you put this out there,
Yeah.
baby,
Now that.
DHS, FSH, whoever, whatever state, county you live in, they ring.
Right.
Let it be a black person. And I don't want to even
Hello.
pull the race card, but I'm being
Hello.
honest. That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna calm down because I got a little uprising, a little uproar.
Sip some tea. Sip some tea, mama.
I am.
I want honest opinions and hey, everybody thinks differently. Me personally, myself, it didn't make me go like what the until I saw they and I don't want to be explicit, but when they stuff was touching,
I did think like
I'm sorry, but that's not cool. And my thing is like this: you said, "Is that your profession, Candace?"
I didn't even see that part.
Wearing was
yeah, the baby. The mama was
She had
upside
a
down, and the baby was sitting on top of her.
she
And
had
she
a
was
G
like,
string on, child, and while she wearing that G string, she's upside down with her legs open around that pole, and her daughter is coming down the pole with her bottom sitting on top of her bottom, and they spinning around the pole like this.
Nah.
Yeah.
Now let's look
Now
at it
that
this way. Would that been appropriate if a man would have done that?
hell
If he
no.
was walking around with a thong like a, you know what I mean? And teaching his daughter or son.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, he would have been arrested.
Yeah.
You coming upside down and your stuff is touching that child.
Now see, and I'm gonna tell you why my mind went to gymnast when I said that. When I seen that,
Gymnast,
have you ever taken a pole? Like we did it one year for my birthday. As a matter of fact, my cousin and I share the same birthday, and we
I offered, but my butt too big to get up on some doggone pole, and I'm not gonna try to take down the whole roof, and they try to sue me because I'm broke. And
but they offer pole dancing classes, and we did that. I couldn't do much because of the fibro, but it takes a lot of
joint pains. I just big, and I didn't get
no. But I mean, the few things that I was able to do, you really have to have really strong, a lot of muscle control, and a lot of people nowadays,
some good knees.
They take a lot of people take that class now just for the exercise because it strengthens your muscles, baby. You got to be real strong.
Why are we strengthening a 2-year-old's muscles upside down,
right?
Rolling around on her.
Me too.
Now that
her muscles are,
and I'm like
still developing. They're still developing.
Now the thing that I don't like about that, now I'm thinking, is this what you are putting into her mind for career development? As a possible future, that I don't like. all.
Another thing. Maybe I might not be so harsh and critical if she was clothed. Because when you go to the classes to do pole dancing, you don't be in no G-string. So why are you in a G-string? I mean,
even if you at home,
all I saw was her bottom touching her daughter's bottom. And to some people, if it was like some people who are perverts, child molesters,
they're getting off on that, and that's
thank you. And like I said, if it was a man who did the same thing in a G-string, or what do they call them for the men? Are they called G-strings too?
A banana hammock.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, with a son or daughter coming down the pole, because there's male strippers too. So you know,
right.
If that was a male stripper, or even if he wasn't a stripper, but he was teaching his son or daughter how to strip, and he did the same behavior, I bet you CPS.
Oh, he'd be under the jail.
Would be
quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hey, why is your crotch? Why is your private parts touching your child's? No.
And I just realized you're talking about the mom. I did realize I did see her in the G-string, but yeah, girl, you're right. Totally explicit.
Out there, like. Why is you even walking around your?
But I didn't see the
pay
touching.
Attention to the fact that she was in a G-string.
Do I need to play it again?
Yeah, if you can't, I mean, I don't have to see it, but the fact that I can find it and look at it. No, I believe you. I remember now seeing but I'm talking about like that part of them touching. That part, like I really, really didn't see that all the way. Wow.
I was looking like
because I seen her come down. I seen the, but I didn't realize it was that. See, that's what I'm saying. Something my vision.
Another way to look at this is when you have children, you teach your children not to have people touching you in certain areas. You see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's child abuse. I'm not saying it's child abuse, but it looks shameful. And some people really question her.
You said, what did they clean it with? They had some kind of like an antibacterial cleaner, and I mean,
I don't care if she just dushed. It was still inappropriate.
No, somebody was asking a question in the chat. What did they clean the pole with at the class?
I see the question. I'm just saying, even if they cleaned it with bleach, ammonia, Robitussin.
But see, like you said, she said
Robitussin.
If you
better yet, just knock that out with some moonshine.
One thing about it,
boom.
When you took the pole class, were you not sweating? Were you not building up?
I wouldn't, because I was sitting on the side.
Secretion.
No, then
secretion.
You weren't working too
hard.
I
know what you're saying.
You really climbing that pole. You working all your muscles, and you're gonna break out in a sweat. So that's why.
Yeah, and it was warm in there. She kept it warm in there. But the one thing I can say, everybody was fully clothed. We had on like tank tops and like yoga pants. Everybody was right. It was a big difference. Everybody was clothed. Mm-hmm. But as far as the cleaning, I mean, left the building before she was out there with her antibiotic cleaner. She's spraying the poles, and so I'll give her that. The lady that did this class, she was very hygienic.
But see, that's a class. That's a class where everybody got clothes on. Ain't no 2-year-olds in there.
Yeah. No, I was replying to the question, but yeah, I know what you're saying. What the hell? When I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but y'all knocking down my.
No. I'm saying if she was clothed, I probably wouldn't be so critical if she was fully dressed. But it's like she was really trying to grab people's attention, or maybe it was a viral attempt to go viral. That could have been it. She could have been just, people do anything for
attention.
Viral. For attention. So maybe she was trying to just go viral, and she figured this is a shock factor. And I mean, who knows? Maybe she's never even done this before, but thought,
I don't need attention that bad.
I don't know. What's up, Torres? Hey, how you doing? Is that Miss
Hey.
Cislo trying to come in the chat? Miss Cislo?
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? She done muted herself. I think you muted yourself.
okay, there you go.
There you go, sis.
Is it better?
Yes, it's better.
Yes, a lot better.
Girl, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Everybody's TV was up loud and the kids were like charging and everything else. But you know what? About the topic you are talking about right now.
Uh-huh.
People do anything for a coin or to look good, but they don't really think and take a second look on how this is going to look 5-10 years down the line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care. It's like it's like self-preservation is the first law. Everybody's thinking about themselves, but they're not thinking about what those kids are going through. Later on down the line, when your kids got to go to junior high school or whatever, and everybody calling you a hoe just like your mama, swinging on the pole, doing this, that, or the other. And you're not thinking about it. Or then when somebody starts touching your child and expecting for her to pop, lock, and drop it just like you do, and then she think that that's the right thing to do, or he think it's the right thing to do. You know, I just don't think that there's nothing cute about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach my grandbabies and my children how to preserve yourselves for the right person later on. Don't just give it away.
Right.
That's a whole nother perspective I didn't even think of. That's a
wonderful perspective to see it from.
Right.
And
a great point.
That up because I never thought about that, but you got a terrific point. I just have to say that terrific point because a lot of things that parents do with and to their children, like how some parents put their children on blast, they beat them on live, they cuss them out on live, and then they share it on just to go viral. And they kids is gonna grow up one day and be like, "Why my mama had me at the top of this pole coming down instead of teaching me my ABCs and 1, 2, 3?"
2 3s.
Hey, Maurice, don't start tonight.
Probably because she don't. Girl, listen. Now you all know about my daughter. I've shared that with you guys. And by the way, just a quick update. My baby's sitting on the side of the bed, talking, video calling me, and they put a smaller trach tube in so she can talk, and you can hear her sweet little voice. And the thing I heard was the first time I heard my baby's voice in about 50 days now.
Oh, wow.
So I was so blessed for that. So now, excuse me, I was going to say.
That's a wonderful Mother's Day gift. That's a wonderful Mother's Day gift.
I forgot it was Mother's Day, y'all. I forgot it was Mother's Day. And they were like, well, how you forget it was Mother's Day?
I did too.
You take care of the kids, you take care of her kids, you homeschool, you do that. That's why. Because I wasn't thinking about it. Because I don't look to be rewarded for that. Because, mothering, I wanted to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? I always said that when I had children, what I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to do that. If I had to sleep on the floor and get my baby to bed, I was going to do it. If there was nothing else to eat, I was going to make sure that my kids ate and I didn't eat or whatever. I practiced all those things because I had a rough childhood. I really did. But I kept my promises to be the best mother. I dropped the ball along the way now. Not perfect. But everything that they instill into those children, whatever you practice becomes a habit. You practicing jumping up and down the pole, that's what's going to be a habit. The other day, let me see, about a week ago, this young lady was on Facebook, pray for me. I'm about to die. I'm a giant. I'm sick, I'm dying, I'm this, I'm that. And I kept saying, baby, no, speak the word, you're going to be fine. You go this, you go that. Then she talked about how she had an infection in her colon and all this, that, and the other. And then, she was having the same symptoms as the COVID victims and this and that. So I'm more concerned about her well-being to me than she was. So I'm praying with her, you're going to be okay, sweetheart. Long story short, a couple days later, I guess the antibiotics kicked in. Girlfriend started feeling a little better. She started talking about how her birthday was about to come up. She said, well, my birthday coming up and I'm going to turn up. I'm going to turn up. Now, this is the same person who just died just a couple of days ago. Girl, let me tell you. I'm sitting up here praying for this child because not only do I pray for mine fervently, but I pray for yours and anybody else. This
Yeah.
girl, a couple days later, when she said she was going to turn up for her birthday, I had no idea. Girlfriend, booty butt naked. Do you hear me on live? Talking about F y'all, I'm about this money. Booty butt live, cash at me. Twerking and dancing, booty butt naked in the shower and everything else. I started to say, God bless your soul. I done slaved and prayed for your butt and you gonna give it away? On live? Girl, I was so mad I wanted to spank her. Really tell my dang on self.
Now, see,
You
my
hear
thing is
me?
this: where are we dropping the ball with this generation? Where have we dropped the ball?
It is not us.
It ain't.
It's not us.
This
It is not
generation
us.
is so lost. Most of them, not all,
Yeah, not all, but
Not
but
all.
most of them, they are so lost.
Majority,
And
excuse me, majority.
it's a lot.
yeah, and it's like,
Hmm.
where have we dropped the ball? Are we not equipping them? Are we not allowing and hell pressuring them to think critically? Like, how is this gonna? What they don't understand, like you said, she on there booty butt naked, but
Booty
do
butt.
she not realize that if she goes to get a legitimate job, they
They're
do,
going to look at
and
that.
Right.
they look at all your social media,
They look at all
all
of
of
it.
it.
Not all of it, all of it.
You know, the job that I work for, my main job,
Hmm.
because I'm like a Jamaican, I got like 50, 11, 5
She
jobs.
do.
You listen,
She do.
continue.
My
What's new?
main
What's
401k
new?
provider, they have where they do a social media investigation.
Uh-huh.
They do a social. I didn't seen the report. They had the people Facebook, IG, Twitter, and everything else. And,
Mm-hmm,
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
and it's real. Like when I was hired 7 years ago, I don't know if they did that with me or not, but they do it on the regular now. And it's crazy because I work in disability, and sometimes an employee's background will slip through the wrong email. I mean, the wrong fax or something, and I'm like, why am I looking at these people's Facebook page? Then I look at it. They'll say employee background check or something. I'm like, what the hell? We got. I didn't know my job do that. I didn't heard jobs do it before. So in situations like this, where you posting live, you in a bikini, a G-string, and you upside down with your child sitting on top of you, and y'all crotch to crotch, spinning around a pole.
Yeah, Carla, that's true.
People are going to see this. Who it might could affect your coins. Might could affect that child the way she's treated when she grows up. Like, oh,
Maurice,
you on the pole, your mama still got you on the pole. Like, come on now, tell me how many people ain't gonna be like, oh, she's setting her daughter up because she want her out there doing what.
setting them up to fail.
Literally,
I
for
feel that,
failure.
but you know what? I feel that way with a lot of these names we giving our kids too.
Oh, don't go there.
Oh, get on the game. No,
Cause see, you thinking you creative, and ooh, that's gonna be no. You are holding your child back,
like, what?
and you're holding them back, and you are making them a target. Cause somebody is going to, like my name. I'll put my first name out there. It's not a ghetto name. My name is actually Italian, but because other people have come and put their own variation on the name, my name is now, when they see my name, a lot of times employers were looking at it like, I don't know if I want to hire a Chianti. Chianti don't sound, but had I not had a stellar resume, and they looking at my grades from college and this and that, I probably wouldn't have got a first or second interview. Period. So along with what we're teaching our kids, we have to be responsible. I mean, it's unfortunate, we want to be we want our kids to be individual and unique, but you can also damage your child's future by what you are naming them.
And just because you give your
Tarkaquisha is not necessarily cute.
Just because you give your child a unique name does not, make them unique. That's just like the people who name their kids Rolls Royce or Mercedes, and they growing up they can barely afford a Pinto, or they act like
driving a deuce and a quarter,
or they act like Pinto material.
I'm about to say, hey, Benz.
Like name your daughter Mercedes, and that's her club.
I just said Benz.
Right. So we have to be mindful when we are put in charge of these kids. And a lot of people aren't, and unfortunately it happens more with the younger generation.
There you go.
They're naming their kids and stuff, and that's why when I talk to my younger cousins and all that, they pregnant or whatever, I'm like, name your child something they can get a job with.
Yeah.
Period.
Just name them something they can spell.
I mean, if you want to be creative, give them a creative middle name, but get a first name something they can have a chance with.
Right, and then Carla just brought up a great point too. The whole social media things, employers been checking on that for years, for a long, extensive periods of time, and people don't believe that, and that's why I've always said, don't be on my page post. That's why I control it to where now I actually have to approve. A lot of times, even if you post, I have to approve it. If I don't see it, if I don't catch it, I just don't catch it, because you're not about to be putting anything on my page, because see, I have all type of people that I am connected to, and I
had to see, with me being in the medical field, I had to really be mindful about who I had on my page, especially if they were smokers or pill poppers, or I even had a family member say something one time that I was like, whoa, I had to hurry up and delete it, because I'm like, I have doctors, nurses, and I can't have you saying something. I mean, I know you're joking, but they don't know you from Adam. And then unfortunately I'm Black too, so that's 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Already.
Okay.
So on my page, people be, I'm like, with my page, I don't have no drama, because I monitor very closely who I got on my page.
Like a lot of
and
people,
if I feel like you gonna be somebody that's gonna start some ish, I don't even ask you.
Wait, can I have to interject? I want to interject about the page. Okay, I really strongly suggest, because this is what happened the other night, speaking of pages. I hadn't did a sweep and cleaned up my page probably in almost a year. So the other night I was just laying in bed and I said, I'm just gonna go through. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I have seen somehow, some way, people who have tried to even friend you and you never accepted. I had people that I never accepted they were my friends. But then when I tried to unfriend them, I couldn't. I had to block them.
You know what? With the people that I don't friend, you don't answer their request or nothing.
Yeah.
They end up following me. So I got like 200 some. I'm like, who the hell are these people?
He said,
why do you want to follow?
What is the 6 shot challenge?
Yeah, right. Cedric said the 6 shot. I'm sorry. Yeah, what is that, Cedric?
Cedric, I dropped the link. Click on the link and join the live. Join the show.
Yeah, come on in, bro.
What else said?
Because corporate. Now we're talking about corporate. See, that's what I'm talking about. The eyes. A lot of people don't pay attention. Because see, when I used to work for the bank, I was very, and that's what I said. I even though I'm hood and all that, but I have all type of people that I deal with and that I'm actually connected with, and
right.
I can't have anything on my page. I ain't going. I'm not going.
And if I was that young lady's now, let her props because I didn't criticize her, but let me get her props. She got a nice little shape. She can climb that pole with no issues. She got good knees. She got good back. She got strong biceps, triceps, and abs. So I'm gonna have to give her because, hey, girl, I wish I could.
Hey, she can go get the job at Genesis or a local clinic.
Right.
Or
she could be teaching some kind of, class in a gym or hell, if you.
But
really
she might. We don't know
class.
that. She might. We don't know that. But, I'm just.
And you know what? She could be like Diamond and Players Club. This is just. I'm sorry. She could be like Diamond and Players Club. This is something to get her through until she's done with school.
And that's cool.
We don't know.
For you, if that's for you,
but don't use your kid though.
You don't have your Tylers up there who can barely read and write swinging upside down on a pole with y'all touching bottom to bottom. That whole image just made me like cringe. Like
yeah.
That is,
I can understand.
And like I said, if she would have had on clothes, like maybe some sweats or some leggings or a tank top or some shorts, she was in a G-string and a little bitty bra.
And I wasn't even thinking about that. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
Her ass was out, and your daughter is on top of your private parts coming down a pole. And you guys
did see that, and I was.
The only thing I can think is, why is a 2-year-old have a 2-year-old on a pole? Period. That's just me. Period. Because see, I have a thing about kids. I love the kids. Candace love the kids. Everybody who know me know I love kids. I used to be a lead teacher and all that. So I don't play no games about the babies. I was just looking like, why is she up there? Who is she rescuing? Who's she rescuing?
Wait a minute. Firemen slide down the pole. They don't climb up it.
Just in case that cat gets stuck in the cat. Never mind.
Yeah, but it wasn't even. Who sells life insurance? Wait, Spring said you see who sells life insurance for strippers?
Hey, Miami Chip fell off and got fucked up down there. The chick from Love and Hip Hop Miami. She got fucked up on a pole.
And I don't know if this is a he or a she, but they said who sells life insurance for strippers?
Right.
For strippers. I was gonna say Geico too.
And I'm gonna tell you, Aflac.
Aflac.
They say if you get hurt at work, Aflac.
No, you're not saying it right. Aflac.
I can't stand y'all.
You know what? We're gonna go to the next subject.
Hey y'all, I'm here. I'm cooking, but I'm here, so I'm in and out.
What you cooking?
What you over there cooking?
Look, we both like, what you cooking?
God, I might want to come through.
So I wish you could. I'm making some crab rangoon, and that's too much. Crab rangoon.
What state? What state you live in?
I'm in Michigan. I'm in Detroit.
Oh, you in the D town? Okay, the D town.
Yeah.
My uncle used to live off of Rosemont.
Oh, that's
May
not
rest in peace. Yeah, my uncle used to live there. I know about the D. I know about a little about everywhere.
I'll let you, girl. I got you.
All right,
girl, you just Carmen San Diego. I'm gonna call you Carmen San Diego, Candace.
Hey, I like to travel. No, I like to travel, but my uncle used to live there. He was murdered, actually. My mom's baby brother back in 2000. I kind of have a thing with I watch First 48, but whenever they show Detroit, I'll be like, and I got a lot of peeps too, D-boys and stuff.
By his brother?
Huh?
Did you say he was killed by his brother?
No, I said my mom's brother was murdered.
Okay.
But if
the baby brother, yeah.
But no, yeah, the baby brother. And if I don't even want to go into because that story right there is an unsolved mystery, and this is deeper. No, it's deeper. It's something hidden behind that. All I'm gonna say is, you have to be careful with spouses and insurance policies
Oh,
too.
Oh.
girl.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. What year was that?
Who sells life insurance for strippers? You got to be careful.
You have to.
Wait a minute, sis. You said he was in the military?
No, my uncle, he actually was about to retire from Chrysler.
Maurice.
Oh, girl, 'cause I know a lot of people, but
I'm not dealing with him tonight.
Maurice,
Tanya.
how much you?
Anyway,
Hey,
I'm
Miss
cooking-
Cisco,
I'm
no,
making-
Maurice, how much you cooking chitlins? I'm sorry.
I already told him don't
I'm
start
making-
tonight.
no, I will. I'm making the crab rangoon. Crab rangoon is like it's a
It's with cream
like-
cheese, isn't it?
Cream cheese. I love ragu.
yeah, egg roll shell,
Mhm.
but it's crab meat or imitation crab really.
Cream cheese.
Mhm,
Cream
mhm.
cheese and all that. Katie, you messing with me.
I like making crab rangoons. I like making my own egg rolls.
Yup. We
Tanya, wait a minute.
Maybe like
Why ain't I invited when you doing all this?
How come
cooking?
you ain't called? Just tell me. I'll buy it right now. I'll cash app you. What?
I did it on live before. I did
And
it
then-
on live. I
and
taught
then-
people how to make them on live before.
Mm-mm.
And
No,
then
I can cook too. Not to overpower. I can cook too, but you know, a lot of times my feet and stuff, I don't even want to stand up. I'd rather just pay my
Right.
people.
When you have your get together that I'm forcing you to have this summer, I will
I'm
make
forcing you to have.
a whole bunch of them at your crib. I'll make a whole, but we gonna party like it's
I'm
1990.
crashing the party. Hey,
After the room is over, party at Cannes.
Okay.
that's what I do. I'm a party crasher. So
Oh, you the
I'm gonna
crasher?
show
You
up.
ain't gotta crash. You invited. You gotta open.
You
it.
invited. You
Okay.
invited. You
I mean, 'cause
invited
that's
to
what
the
I do.
sister-in-law. If you're in the area, feel free.
Yes.
Okay.
To my house first. She been planning to come to my crib for like 2 years. So
Oh,
she
okay.
stopped by
I
my
have.
first.
Well,
and
she
then
gotta go to your house first.
you follow
She
me.
gotta go to your house first.
You don't follow me to your
But
crib.
we ain't had a party at
Yeah.
Tanya's house in a minute, so
I haven't even kicked it at
we
Tanya's.
overdue.
I never kicked it at Tanya's because when I first came back, I was all
Ain't
into
no party like
school,
table party because a hood table party don't stop.
working.
Hey,
Hey,
Nah,
you should have came because them parties was epic.
Trump. I ain't had a
I just
Them
moved back 2 years ago.
Oh no, these were some all night parties. Seriously.
grown table party. I mean, grown table. I ain't had a grown folks party. How long has it been? Like a year and a half, 2 years?
See, and I've only been back.
2 years?
I've been back 2 years in September. It'd be 2 years I've been back.
It's been about 2 years because I think that was when Kevin drove down, wasn't it?
Kevin drove all the way
Yeah,
from
from
Minneapolis.
Colorado. No, he was in Colorado.
When I say we have people come from out of town to
We had a dude that used to drive up here from Arkansas just to party and then leave.
Wow, really?
He
Mark,
would drive up here from Arkansas,
Georgia,
come from Atlanta. Yeah,
Atlanta, because we get, man.
we get it in. And the thing with our parties, everybody bring a dish and everybody bring
Yeah.
something to drink. And we just sit back and it's just cool.
I make all the main food, and I make my special.
I ain't fucking with that jungle juice no
My
more.
special jungle juice.
No, you can keep that
She
shit.
said,
I ain't doing it no more.
My special
Ah.
jungle
I like my kidneys and my liver. Thank you.
with like 8 different hard liquors in it.
Kidneys and liver. Wait, I gotta come back. Did you say kidneys and liver?
I like my kidneys and my liver.
No
we had a
organs
tub.
for me. I'll
Now, you know a small tote that you would
I'm gonna
pack,
pop my
like
phone, but I'm
maybe
gonna mute.
some extra clothes in, a small tote. Yeah, we had one of them
Mhm.
full of liquor
It
and
was
fruit.
like,
Liquor and fruit.
the tote was about this big, and it was the tote.
It was pretty good size. It was
Yeah,
deep.
man, we had some. Remember, we had enough liquor for 3 parties.
What?
No, oh God, we had
Seriously. Seriously.
liquor. What we did was after we made all the liquor,
But we was partying like every other weekend too, though.
We used man. Okay. So we had a
Look,
tote.
hey,
Right?
this the hood table. I'm gonna keep it hood. My light bulb done went out, so I'm moving rooms.
That's okay.
She in the
No, but we had a big tote. And after it was all said and done, after like the first party, we took all the drink and we froze it. You know when you freeze jungle juice? Man,
What is in your jungle juice though?
was the bomb though.
that makes it like 10 times potent.
Everything.
So when it was time to have the party the next weekend, because in December we partied every weekend.
Okay.
Every weekend. Always.
Mhm.
So we had enough liquor to let. That's how much
It
liquor.
kept us warm. The liquor kept us warm.
Yeah, because you know
what?
it gets cold here in the Midwest. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it does.
people,
No, them parties in the summer when you lived down there on 14th Street and the cops kept
See,
getting
I
called.
never kicked it with Tanya I became grown.
I will never forget when the white kids knocked on our door.
They didn't knock. They just followed us in.
They just walked in and they looked like they were what, like 16, 17.
They might have been about 17, 18, but I was like, who the hell is these little
Well,
white
they gotta
kids?
be- I'm
Because
about to say,
me
why
and
they gotta be little
Monica
white
had been
kids?
outside
But
smoking.
they was white kids.
We was in the, I mean, and we was deep in the hood. We was on 14th.
We was
We was on like 14th and what? Ellison?
what was
No,
it?
Emmett.
You know 14 and Emmett, right? Lother Block
Yeah.
Flatland.
Yeah, flats. I was about to say the flats.
the flats. So we was down there, right? We got about 100 people in the house,
On a dead end street.
all black, and then these two bright white teenagers.
It was three of them. It was two
Three of 'em.
dudes and a girl.
and Monica, remember Monica recorded it? As soon as she seen them walk through the door, she was like,
Yeah, because me and Monica had been outside smoking, and we walked in, and the door, I thought Monica shut the door, but then we heard the door open, and we turned around. We was like, "Who the hell are y'all?" And they were like, "Is this where the party is?"
now
There is a party, but not for you, boo.
it was somebody
Y'all need to go.
on the deck, on their back. Remember?
Man, we have had.
I haven't
There have
kicked it
been things.
with kids since we've been adults.
It was three white
Oh,
kids. Three white. Do you know how scared I was when I saw those three white kids walk through my back door? Because for
I almost think.
one, they were underage. For two, we had so much liquor and cigarettes.
And other things.
For three, I mean, what are you
No,
doing?
we're gonna just say party favors. Party favors.
There you
guys
go.
have party
Bam.
favors.
When I say they walked in like, hey, what a party at?
Right. They literally was like, "Is this where the party is?" I was like, "No, not for you."
They're like, where the party at? Girl,
But Tanya, I'm serious. I almost think, because like I said, you know how your neighbor kept calling the cops? I truly think that was a sting. Because think about it, that was around the time they kept having those sting operations when they would send them kids in to see if they could get liquor and stuff. I want to say they were probably part of a sting operation to come in to see if we would let them party with us.
They look too out of place.
Wow.
Now, I'm used to white people being in the hood, but they look like they
look suspicious.
You know what I'm saying? They look too clean. They look too. I don't know how to say
Oh,
it.
they looked at too Harvardish.
Yeah.
Harvardish. They had that Harvard look.
They were trying to act like they were. You know what I mean? Girl,
Stop laughing at me, Carmen. For real.
F out of my.
I'm laughing at Maurice. I'm laughing at Maurice in the
What
chat.
Maurice
I'm
just
not-
said?
I'm not dealing with him tonight.
I went.
That Harvard.
Them teenage white kids was like, okay, my bad. I like,
Right,
y'all
they like, okay.
face. I went left and then slammed the door on their little butts. And I was like, oh hell no. But yeah, the cops used to get called all the time because y'all was loud.
We were. We'd be on that
He
back
said y'all
porch.
was loud.
We were. But you was out there with us, so shut up.
Mm.
If I was out there, it was because I was trying to stop
Did you
everybody
catch that?
from doing it up on side of my house. That's what I was doing.
I ain't gonna say nothing else about that one.
Like my house was the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
That's probably when I was being. What did you just call me? What did you just call
San Diego?
me? Yeah, I was being Carmen San Diego, missing out on all the. But guess what? I was too busy. I was too busy partying in Texas,
That, or you
Vegas.
could call it where's. Hey,
Man,
actually, you could probably say where's Waldo. Be like, where's Candace?
Man,
Where's Waldo?
where's Candace? Facts. No, look, I'm telling you, I used to hit my homeboy up. He'd be like, "Where you?" I'm like, "Man, I'm in Chicago, man. I'm in a bar right now, waiting for it to hit this bus." I would hit the mega bus. I would fly, however I feel like doing at the time, and whatever the money, that's what I'm going for.
Hey, but
And
if you ain't got no.
at the time, though, Budget Betty, that's my nickname now. They call me Budget Betty. If y'all need anything, I can get it for you. I'm serious. For the low.
Sprint sucks.
Hey, I'm sorry. Tanya, did you see my bike I put on Facebook?
Yo, what?
That's like a beach. Did you see the bike I put on Facebook? The beach cruiser, like Debo had on Friday.
Her bike.
The beach cruiser. I got it off of Facebook. Everybody was like,
"This fool riding through snatching chains."
Now, somebody said, who's Claude? Is that my homie Claude?
I don't know, but Sprint sucks. This is not Backpage or any of them other things.
No, we about to get him a girlfriend.
This ain't.
He said, "Is there any cougars in the chat?"
Right. This ain't that group. I mean, somebody may holler at you, but
I don't know.
That ain't what we do here.
No dating services.
"Good luck, bud."
Money. Don't dating
Right.
charge money.
Good luck.
Cash at me $5.99, and I will find you a cougar for the night.
Not $5.99. You got to take that up times
I'm
5.
out the pimp game. I'm out the pimp game now. I'm semi-retired.
I used to, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like, God, I wanted to kind of be a man. But
I always
I'm telling you, as a preacher's kid, like the balance. The balance, I was like church, and then I wanted to be street. It was like, just.
I'm gonna sip my smoothie
like that. I always wanted to have like a bar, like a club.
I wanted hoes. Hey, I'm just keeping it 1,000. It's the hood said. Hey, I'm telling you, what you see is what you get. I told y'all last night, Ron Wesley.
Oh, I got a piece of hair. Okay.
I'm sorry, T don't know this side of me. See, T only knew like the real. Now I'm more reserved now, but I'm saying this is what I really wanted. I'm working on a book now, honestly.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I haven't really. Yeah, I just kind of put that out.
I got a title for you. It's called
Actually, I already have it.
No, I already have Candace Speaks.
I already have it. It's called Breaking Free.
Make sure I'm somewhere in that book. I better be somewhere in that book.
Well, this one is more or less of a autobiography.
Okay, so you got to talk about people that you used to hang around.
Look, back in the day, I knew Tanya.
This first one is really about what I dealt with women and dealing with a church and how it was like looked upon and frowned upon.
We were together. I better have at least one paragraph.
Look, I'm just still talking and she just like, I better have
one paragraph.
I didn't want to get.
You're gonna get a sentence, and it's gonna say, "Back in the day, I knew Tanya."
No, the next book after that, you will definitely have, because let me tell you about Tanya. Okay, let me tell you T.
Hold up.
Break it down. I'm all ears for this.
My hair on.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Read the chat. You read the chat. Tanya's spoken for, homie.
Listen, Tanya.
What do you say, Tanya? You should start the
dating service.
No, hold up, Ken. Remember Carmel Diva when I had the singles? Remember I used to have a singles Facebook group, and we used to have.
I remember that.
Yes, we used to have single
I
outings.
remember that.
So people would come and
Oh, that looks good, Mr.
Candace is
Sun.
like, what? Oh, we was doing it.
yes,
Damn.
we
Oh no, I'm looking at her food. I don't care nothing about no dating,
Right.
honey. That is not in my vocabulary no more. I don't have no
But
interest in
Tanya
dating
didn't
right
read
now.
the next comment. Did you read the next one? That's what I've been sitting here laughing about.
That's my long distance boo.
Our dad, what's
He
up?
wants somebody-
Hey, Maurice, you
He wants
family in
somebody
law.
to come
'Cause
rub
Tanya-
his head for look.
Hey, Tanya really like family. I'm talking stuff, but let me tell you, man, we in high school, man, we used to be hung over the night before going to Saturday school. Tanya be like, come through the drive-through.
Man, I used to hook up everybody.
I'm like, bet, man. I got a brown
Tanya, I'm
box.
sitting here laughing.
Hey, y'all.
I'm looking at Maurice's comment,
Game, that's a small football.
and I'm thinking about. Look, Maurice wants you to rub his head, but if you gonna rub his head,
Like
he probably gonna have to use the paintbrush. Look, he gonna as 402 would say, use that paintbrush. You gonna need a paintbrush.
I'm gonna have that beard, like, braiding it up and stuff.
Nice
No,
and moisturized.
You know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing because I'm about to say something.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes, y'all. I'm gonna go on and throw this food together so they can eat.
Okay,
I'll call
All right,
y'all.
ma'am.
I'll call back, but I'm
Y'all
listening.
enjoy.
okay.
I'll be
Enjoy.
back before it's all done. Don't talk too much stuff without me.
We won't.
We won't.
Girl, I don't know. See, we always getting off subject.
All the way up. We ain't hit on. We hit one subject and we ain't.
It's a hood
They don't know
table.
nothing. But see, they don't know nothing about that paintbrush and keeping moisturized.
Don't go there because he might.
No, see,
He here
It's
trying
about wait.
he hit me
Hold
up
on.
earlier.
Hold on, times. Don't get it twisted. Just because I mess with more women ever than men, don't get it twisted. It's about the stroke in the brush. Don't think I don't know.
So you used a brush before?
I'm just saying to you, that's it's the stroke, the brush, stroke, stroke.
She kind of slow sometimes. You got to work with her. Sometimes they take your crayon out and draw a picture and be like, "This is you." This is.
We know this guy. We know this guy who doesn't do full. He doesn't do. He was
Oral at all. Giving or receiving.
paintbrush and
I'm just messing with you, T. Messing with you, T and Mo. Maurice.
in that bitch and just.
No, he be talking about using a wet paint.
Right,
He be like, use a paintbrush or a wet towel or.
A wet rag. I'm like, what the hell you gonna do?
He is.
I'm like, you gonna take that paintbrush and he gonna write my name. Long strokes.
But I feel you on the. I feel you on the strokes. He like it too.
Gotta be long. They gotta be long. They can't be short.
Oh my god, let me get a
That's
drink.
what him like.
Let me get a drink.
Solo. She got the solo cup. Maurice. Maurice or Maurice. I don't know who it makes long.
Hey Deanna, you want to jump into live? Let me know if you
Hey,
want.
Deanna.
I just put the StreamYard down.
I want Maurice to hook in. I want him to log in.
Maurice, Carmelita.
Don't be shy. Don't be scared.
Maurice.
Yeah, Mo, you ain't scared. You ain't scared.
Don't be scared.
You
Don't be
ain't
gentle the
scared.
first time.
Carmelita said, "Click that link." Click. Ooh,
We'll be gentle the first time.
long stroke.
She said, "Come through, Daddy Longstrap."
You know what? I don't even know how we got on this thing.
Hey.
Okay. This is what I want to talk about. Okay. Should we talk about Sean Reed first? Or should we talk about Ahmaud Arbery?
Let's go ahead and touch Aubrey
Okay.
because that's
Eva,
going to be a little second.
I hit a wrong button.
that's okay. What's up? Well, what are your feelings on this, Sean? I mean, this Ahmaud Aubrey. I was gonna do Sean Reed, but we're gonna do Ahmaud first. Oh, Deanna, can I?
The situation with that is it is I'm pissed off, first of all, because it's 2020 and we are still going through these good old boy lynchings. You can call it what you want, but that is flat out what it was. It was a setup, and although he was not hanging from a tree, it was still a lynching. Instigated because that was one of their homeboys in the prosecutor's office. And so it was never investigated. What pissed me off is that this happened in February.
Right.
This happened in February. This is May.
Yes.
And we are just finding out about it. And the only reason there was an arrest was because because the video been circulating amongst a little clan, and that's what they are, a clan. It's been circulating amongst that clan since February. But somebody with at least half a conscience sent that tape in or that video in anonymously. Because the story that was originally told was that this brother was trying to rob a half-finished house in the middle of the day in broad daylight with, no mask, he got on a white shirt, some running shorts. If he was trying to rob someplace, why would you run? If you see the video, running for his life or running away scared, he jogging until he get in. If they were really trying to do a citizen's blocking his way, and this is what also pisses me off. Why is this third person? Because see, everybody's just focusing on the father and son. There was a third person. Hello, the fool recording it. Talking about I'm locked and loaded right behind you.
Yeah, who was recording? And where
seriously, you sat there and videoed this cold-blooded murder. They had all gotten together, and then an initial story was there was a string of attempted break-ins,
burglaries
so
in the neighborhood.
Trying to do a citizen's arrest, but there was never any. When you go and look at the log, there was never any reports of attempted break-ins or robberies in the neighborhood.
And if anybody
y'all got together as a clan.
If anybody wants to jump on the stream, I just dropped the link again. If anybody want to comment on any of the topics we're talking about, if you want to actually jump on the screen with us, hit that link in the chat. But go ahead.
Yeah. And it makes no sense, and how foul that nobody ever investigated thoroughly what exactly happened until this video came out. And I'm gonna tell you why. The only reason they arrested these two, it wasn't to give these people, the parents and the family, a sense of justice. It was to protect them too from the public, from the public outcry, because they are safer in protective custody than they are out here on the streets. And because they can sit there and they can control the narrative if they have them there. They already got their story in place.
Now, did you hear though that one of the ones that was arrested had served on a jury that had prior to this prosecuted Aubrey?
No,
No, I didn't know that.
I did not hear that part.
One of the men, I'm reading off of CNN, one of the men accused in the fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery was involved in a previous prosecution of Arbery, according to a letter written by a prosecutor who has since recused himself from the case. Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Wow.
They had 3 prosecutors.
Excuse me. Did y'all see Revenue? 402 Revenue just stated that apparently there have been 3 break-ins since December. And I wanted to just input and just kind of piggyback off what you were saying, looking at the footage, because this is the one thing I have been following and paying attention. And thinking back, it is apparent he was jogging. How you talking about you waiting? You got your rifles, y'all waiting.
Already
This
cocked.
boy, he's not already
Cocked
caught.
and
This
loaded.
young man of mine was not looking in nobody's house. He was just jogging down
He
the
had to look
street.
to the side. He had to look over. And when you can see him do like a double take, like, wait a minute.
But you saw
He's got
how they waited, like the person who got the camera. You saw how they waited till Ahmaud got in front of the truck where we really couldn't see what was going on in front of the truck, because they tried to say that he assaulted them first. You can't see that, but you see after they come from around the truck, you automatically see him trying to move the gun away from his body. He trying to move the gun away from.
He's trying to move it away. You can, yeah, exactly.
But in front of
Damn.
that truck, when he first hit that bend to hit that corner of that truck, we don't see that. And that's when I think they initially put that gun on him as soon as because when he was running, he turned to go around the truck, and then we don't see what happened in front of the truck, right there on the corner of the truck. Next thing we see is him.
But you see the son standing there, and he was getting in position to point the gun at him. Ahmaud.
At the corner part of that truck, it was edited.
That's
on that video.
You don't see that part. You don't.
It was edited. You do not see that part whatsoever.
Ain't no proof that he assaulted them or anything like they were trying to say.
Now, here's my I got a question. When are we going to say enough is enough? When are we as Black people? We got together and we cussed Gail's ass out for talking bad about Kobe.
But what can we, and I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic.
I'm not.
Love for things to change. I'm just saying, I hope and pray that before we leave this earth, like how Martin Luther King, he had this dream. I have a dream that it will get better, much better. But what else can we do? I mean, we stand in front of the town halls, we march, we pray, we have meetings, what can you really do against trigger happy people?
It's time to fight back.
We have them try to edit the gun laws. What can you do?
The gun laws only exist to staunch our rights.
But
they put them in effect to
have this stand your ground, like Florida and Georgia. Certain places where they have this stand your ground.
Right.
They should. I don't want to say take it away. I don't want to say that because I believe everybody has the right to protect their property. But in situations like this with the Trayvon Martin, with this situation right here, they're trying to use that stand your ground to apply to the reasoning behind.
How can you stand your ground and you're in the middle of a public road?
Excuse me, and then like the young man where I used to live in Minnesota, Mr. Castile.
Philando Castile.
You see, all of these different Philando Castile, that was right where I was at in Minnesota. I agree with you, and I'm all about peace and against violence, but it's time for us to stand.
I just don't. I'll stand with whatever, but I'm tired of just doing the marches. I'm tired of just walking down.
They don't pay attention to no. You know what they pay attention to?
It don't seem to be
money.
It don't seem to be.
No, I'm telling you, stand our ground. It's time to fight. back.
Oh,
It's
Right.
Black Panther. It's
Right.
Black Panther time. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying? It's right here. You see, I don't care, feds. I don't care. And you hear me always say that, Tanya. I don't care who watching. Do not care about the
That's
Cedric,
FBI
you're
because I already
right.
say that's Facebook
but a lot of
anyway. FBI in the eye.
a lot of people feel the same way you do. Like if
I'm
the
like you,
law
Cedric.
is not going to protect it, if the government is not going to protect it, everybody is always getting off. If it ain't the police getting it off, then it's a stand your ground situation where they're getting off, and there's no excuse. There's no reason behind it. So a lot of people feel like, okay, we're gonna take measures into our own hand now. Now, if somebody's family member come up there and retaliate, we put a hit out on somebody. What I mean, is that when they gonna look at it more seriously? Because that hasn't been done. Like, when I think of the Time to Kill movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was a situation where it was some white guys and they did rape the little black girl. But I mean, what if that happened all the time? Like, you kill my son for no reason, the law ain't on my side, I'm gonna come back. Because there are some people out there crazy enough to put their life.
I say this: it's time for a Tupac style. If you listen to one of his songs, he says, "Touch one of mine on everything. Oh, I'm gonna destroy everything you touch." And it's time for us to play that game with them, because see, they playing chess and we sitting here playing jacks.
Oh, Jack! You said jacks.
Right, we playing jacks. We ain't even on the same board. And it's time for us to stop trying to be pacifists. Stop. I understand, turn the other cheek, but I ain't got no more for you to slap. It's time for you to get smacked back. And when I smack, I'ma smack with a damn branch. I'ma smack with the butt of a gun. Cause see, that's the only way they learn. You have to strike back harder. I'm not gonna hit you first. Don't worry about that. But when I hit back, you better be prepared.
Yeah. And like Maurice,
that's all I'm saying. And see, my mind.
Call the cops.
Go ahead.
Exactly. Call the laws. Call the laws.
Ain't that what
Ain't
they
that what they there for? You retired, fool. Today.
No, if they would have called the cops.
He was supposedly a cop too.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh boy.
They probably would have went after him anyway, even if the cops said stand your ground. We on our way. No, they was waiting for him. And like I said, one of the ones that
they was laying in wait.
One of the ones arrested, he was also part of the jury who prosecuted that dude prior to this. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
What was the connection? Somebody was with the DA. Somebody was connected with the DA.
I don't know. Well,
the daddy was an investigator for the prosecutor's office, and then he was also a former cop. The son ain't done nothing notable with his life, and from what the brief information I saw earlier, the one filming, I believe they said he was a lawyer or something.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right there. That's
they had their little circle. They got their little shit airtight. So that's why the son, they said they was like consoling them as they were taking them into
they all had
into custody.
Own,
yeah, that little good boy.
They own little clique. They had their own little clique. They was ready. Like you said, they was sitting back.
It's not a clique, it's a clan.
It's a clan. Okay, pardon me. They have they own clan. You know what I'm saying? And then we talking about in Georgia. See, I just left before I moved back to Minnesota, pardon me, I left a Confederate state where they still was rocking the flag. See, down south, there are parts still where they're still proud. There are parts where they're still taking a noose and hanging us.
Sundown towns, it's a lot of them in Texas.
A lot of them in Mississippi still too. But this case right here,
But you know what I said?
See, my thing is this: brothers are so. This is what pisses me off. I'm sorry, Tanya, not to cut you off, but I'm just kind of on a rant right now.
You're fine.
We are so, as Black people, we so quick to shoot each other over something inconsequential. We so quick Hell, they barely lifted the law, the COVID ban, and y'all standing in line for some fucking tennis shoes. I'm sorry, my language. I'm sorry,
You
Come
fine.
on
but
now.
you
No,
can't
talk
get
about it.
together. You can't band together to help bring this man and his family justice. It don't matter to you because you don't know him. You ain't related to him. But you so concerned about putting more money in Nike and Jordan's pockets. And then I'm pissed off. Y'all opening up businesses. You opening up a nail shop, but you can't open up the government. They talking about this case. It may take 2 or 3 months before they can bring them to the grand jury.
Right.
Why?
Why?
I can go get my hair cut, I can get my eyebrows done, but I can't get justice. The
Right.
the wheels of justice can't turn. Why?
That's just like that's just like the case that I had been following and doing commentary on with the Joshua Keto and
Yeah,
Tyler Ty.
Ty.
On the 29th of last month, we were supposed to go back down to Beatrice for the sentencing date of Joshua Keto, who was sentenced. He was charged with second-degree murder. Like, they not opening up the courthouse. They postponed that for a whole month. But they opening the nail salons, they open the restaurants, they opening, and a lot of these places, people are running back. Tonight when I was when I went to pick up my little Kool-Aid, before I got home, there was an officer doing security duty at the store, and he was like outside standing a little ways from the store. And I always talk to him when I go there. I'm like, what's up, how you doing? His wife's a baker, I'm a baker, so we kind of have a little connection.
Right,
And
Maurice.
always talk, and he said, I'm trying to stay away from the people. Like, he's a cop with a gun and a bulletproof vest, and he's there to secure, and he's like, I don't know, 100 feet, 200 feet away from the store. He said, the city has lifted the ban on restaurants and all this. And he said, the people just forgot. They like the Rona is gone, but it's still rising in every city and every state. It's not declining. And
do y'all think it's population control?
I don't know. I keep hearing that.
Because think about it. Why would you open up? You just put a ban on. We're trying to get a control of this disease that is devastating the world. It made the world come to a screeching halt. Mm-hmm. And you're going to open up without having any kind of vaccine, any kind of protection other than wash your hands, wear a mask. Why would you open it back up and you see the numbers are going back up? Why would you open it back up and you don't have control of it? And you already said there's going to be a second wave coming.
Right.
So why would you open it back up?
In Georgia, the day they opened the city up, the very next day, they had 1,000 new cases. And they said
yes,
1,000 new cases every day, either in Texas or Georgia. And I'm like, 1,000 new cases every day, and y'all just opened up the restaurants?
Deanna, where are you at right now? You said it's rising. Rising there a lot. Where are you at, Deanna? Mississippi?
Yeah.
Thank you, Maurice. Appreciate you.
What part of Mississippi? Because I got family down there and they're saying the same thing too.
Thank you, Maurice. I appreciate it. That's our first super chat.
Thanks, Maurice. Yay.
That's our first.
You the man, baby. You the man. I'm gonna leave you alone tonight, Maurice. I'm gonna leave you alone tonight.
You the greatest. You the MVP.
I'm about to say you the MVP.
I'm gonna put that in the frame and I'm gonna take
forget it. He's just the GOAT. We're gonna make him the GOAT. He the GOAT. You the greatest of all time, Maurice.
You know how you put your first dollar you earn in a frame? That's what I'm gonna do with this picture right here.
That's right. There you go.
But as far like I was saying, as far as everything opening back up, I'm not falling for that okie doke. I'm not finna be standing in line in no restaurants. No. I'm not. No.
Absolutely
I'm staying at home. I'm keeping my kids at home. I'm gonna stick to my garden that I'm starting out here. We not finna be in no salons. I don't care about their hair being all over their head. I mean, well, I do, but you know what I'm saying as far as
Yeah.
sitting there and, you know, rushing to the barbershop. Oh, I got to get a lineup. But what? Where you going?
Mhm.
You still got to
Hello.
be 10 feet away from each other.
Okay,
So where you going?
Columbus. Okay.
I
I was
mean,
in Greenwood, Mississippi then. That's where my people from the wood.
I mean,
Okay.
we have to think, and you know, the government has a history of lying to us. So everything that they do, I question, and we have to
thank you.
think one step further than what they are telling us. Hell, 2 or 3 steps further, because I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Right.
Say
And
that.
everybody up here trying to stay 6 feet away from people. These white dudes down there, they running up on joggers all up in their face. Shoot them on sight. And you know what I said? Now, y'all let me know about my theory on this. Now, the way that they recorded that, like somebody leaked it, right? Because they were sharing the video. This happened in February. This
They're
is
sharing it amongst their little group.
they were sharing it amongst people. Somebody had a conscience and said, "Oh no, this ain't right. Let me share."
But did you see they actually got somebody started a Facebook group for them talking about support the McMichaels family.
Right, but what I'm getting at,
Support for these 2 good men.
What I'm getting at,
you know what? Now you know what I'm trying to work on my mouth. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, I'm dead ass serious.
She's dead serious. But check this out, y'all. The way that this video was going around, now y'all let me know how y'all feel about my theory. I have the same.
That just done burnt me up. I'm sorry.
You know, underground porn, child porn, like this video was going around and around. The first thing that I thought of was there are people out there, white supremacists, KKKs, the Klan, whoever, and they recording murders of black people and sharing the tapes around. You know how many?
But you know what it's like? It's just like when you watch. It's just like when you look at them old pictures of them having a fucking lynching, and some little white kids standing there like this,
and they clap
while somebody's feet is dangling behind them.
Okay, Deanna, that's what's up.
But can you think that could be a possibility? Like a lot of people who went missing, never to be seen again, who are black, especially in the South. Like, can you picture that?
Yes.
Them killing people,
many
people, them sharing these tapes, these recordings to people.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Situation and somebody.
And I don't. You're right, and I'm gonna tell you, y'all. When I lived in Greenwood, Mississippi, my family. That's where my mom's from. Okay. And I was down there for a year. And you know, I'm just always been free spirited or whatever. So one day I'm looking for a bar. So
Carla,
it's country.
thank you, baby. Thank you so much.
It's
we
like
appreciate
a
you.
real it's like a real live house. So I go in there and I'm kicking it. I noticed that they had awesome, Carla, thanks. They actually had the all Trump stuff up in that neighborhood. I told my aunt, I didn't know where I was at. My aunt said, stay your ass away from over there. Let me tell you, there are parts of Greenwood, Mississippi. The Help was recorded there. That's where The Help was recorded. They still have areas and restaurants where niggas only can sit in the back. I said I will not ever. When I found out that I was in an area where they don't like us, I stayed my black ass away from there. I ain't got no gun.
Yeah. But you know what, Ken? You know where we used to hang off of 48? Kind of by Wakanda. You know
my old elementary school.
Those
the trails.
Alleys, the trails.
Yeah, that's my hood. You know I know it.
That got the gates on them.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. One day when I first moved on, Keontae, remember the house where we had most of the parties at? Off of Curtis. Off of Curtis. When I had moved over there, and I was just trying to roam.
What in Curtis?
Like
48.
46 in Curtis. Over there by Ballman. Okay, you know where all the deer be at?
I know I know over there where the turkeys be running around. You know, that's my hood.
Tanya had a damn farm over there.
Over there by over there. Is it the Israel Cemetery over there by Reddick and all up in there?
Kind of behind there.
Behind there, by Macmillan. By Macmillan.
Right.
Yep.
Okay,
Close to it. Yep.
One day I was on a little excursion. I want to check out my new neighborhood because I ain't been in that hood since high school. And so I wanted to check out the hood and everything. And I saw these roads, these dirt roads. And I'm like, what's down these dirt roads? So I went down this dirt road, like literally a few blocks from me was where the road started. And so I went down this dirt road and the road started wide and it got thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner.
Curiosity killed the cat.
I could barely even turn my car around because there were ditches on the side. Girl, why I roll up on, I swear I thought it was Hazard County. It was Confederate flags, it was horses and pigs and houses that looked like they were 300 years old, like they were on a
So they got hogs and all that.
When I say all those dead ends that have the gates on them, they all over here in North Omaha, over in this area where I live, over like 40th, all 48, all 52nd. And
you know they don't like us down in Florence. They never have.
Never. And wait, when you said hogs, the first thing I thought about Dukes of Hazzard, Confederate flag.
But I told y'all a story before, but I'm gonna tell this story again because it was real and it was horrifying. When I used to stay, when I was hopping house to house in the time where I was just out there doing whatever and didn't have a stable home, I stayed with somebody in Redmond. You know, the old Redmond. You know how Redmond was back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Gang, drugs. Oh, okay, I stayed over there.
Yeah.
On the other side of where you stayed, like we would like where I stayed, right where you would jump the interstate and your house would be like right on the other side.
Right on the other side? Okay.
I'm not gonna tell y'all what we used to do at this point, but I'm gonna give you a vivid picture. We was doing something we shouldn't have been doing in the middle of the night, and these people in a truck, a pickup truck, was coming down Sorensen, and they started shining this flashlight on us. And next thing we see, somebody stand up in the back of the truck, and they had a rifle on a stand.
A bow and arrow?
They weren't just holding the rifle. They had the rifle like on the side of the truck.
On a scope?
The scope. And they had it like where the dude could stand there and the gun was just moving easily like this, right? So we all took off running. And I was with Michelle. I was with Alice.
Michelle. Oh, you with that? Oh.
With the crew. So
you with the crew.
Girl, they started yelling all kind of racial slurs, calling us all kind of nig and all this kind of stuff. Girl, we took off running, right? They drove down Sorensen. They hit that corner at Cubby's. They came up Redmond. We hear them yelling and screaming, coons. They calling us all kind of shit. And this dude is on the back of the truck with a rifle. So what we did was, because Mama Quarles, she had this rule where if you didn't come in by midnight, you was locked out. So many nights we was on the porch, or we would go to somebody else's house who we didn't even know and get on the closed-in porch. And it was just what we did back then. We was ghetto.
Right.
And so
yeah.
We had to stay out that night because it was after midnight. We was banging on Mama Quarles' door. Girl, we was crying. We was screaming. She would not let us in the house. So what we had to do, and mind you, I was much slimmer back then, we ran and hid under some cars in the Redmond parking lot. Do you know the scene with Smokey in the back of the pickup truck on Friday?
Yeah.
When he's up there, Mama. Well, he's up there like praying.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we was under there. They kept rolling up flashlights trying to find us. They couldn't find us. And then they eventually drove off. And so when I took that road, when I moved in that neighborhood over there and I saw all them Confederate flags, I immediately started thinking that the people who was chasing us down might be living down in the country, because a lot of people don't realize how country Omaha still is.
Right.
When I stayed over there, we used to wake up with deer in our front yard just staring at us. Like, we in the city. Yeah. Why do I have turkeys in my yard with the deer?
Hell, I live off 52nd. Hell, I seen a deer last year over at the Home for Boys yard.
Man, when I tell you,
hey, do y'all remember over there by DCAT? By DCAT back in the day, do y'all remember there used to be a house on the corner that had chickens running around and go? But look, on the real, Omaha is actually we're a very racist city, and I have to touch this because I remember before I left here back in, I feel like early 2000s. I'm gonna say early 2000s. Yeah, we got deer, Mo. We got deer, Maurice. We got deer. Oh, he wants some. Hey, nah, man, you gotta eat that deer jerky, man. Eat that venison jerky, fire. But
It
no, it
is
is real.
good.
It's lit. It's lit. But look, check this
This girl
out.
tricked
On
me
my
at work
mama,
one time.
on everything, y'all. Don't y'all remember this? Do not tell me I don't remember this when they had a Ku Klux Klan's rally South Omaha because of the Hispanic
Do you know
race.
one of the headquarters is here? One of the headquarters is here,
Yeah.
ways towards Bellevue. One of the
We one of the
is
most
here
one of
in
the states
Nebraska.
with the biggest KKK.
Yes.
Here,
Exactly, Miss Deanna. They don't
Indiana
like
is
us
there.
nowhere.
Yep.
Indiana is the biggest state, believe it or not. Indiana is the biggest state for Klan. But Maurice, I wanted to go back and touch on what you said, how this has affected you. I know as a black man, I can't speak for how it feels
Here's
to
his
be a
comment.
black man. Yeah, that it's a touchy subject. But as a mother of a young black man, I'm scared every day. Every day.
Same here.
My son is, unfortunately, he's a walking target. He's a target from police. He's a target from random white people who are, just fucked up in the head. And then he's a target from people who look like him. And that's,
It's
I'm
scary.
scared every day.
It's scary. It's scary. Both of my sons have got pulled over before. One of them first, he said he went through the yellow, but they said he ran the red light. And another one, he was speeding. He told me, he said, Mama, I was speeding. But the cop let him off easy. He said, where are you going? And he said, I'm going to school because, he's a full-time college student. He said, I'm going to school and I'm running late. And so the man gave him a pass. He said, stop speeding, slow down. But every time they would come to me with something like that, I would flip the script. I'd be like, out of everybody who needs to be the safest on the road, it's black men. Like
but even
so
the sad part is, but Tanya,
rules try not to get pulled over.
Tanya, but the sad part is, even if they following every rule to the T,
but it makes it easier when they're not.
It really don't though.
Because then the cops have like a valid reason to pull them over. I know they can make up some shit and be like, oh, we pulled you over. But when they have a valid reason, you speeding. You ran that red light. When they have a valid reason to pull you over and they might be in a bad mood that day, you don't never know who's on the other side of that gun.
And I wanted to say too that damn, I literally just lost my train of thought. Just
Platt Smith, Nebraska. That's where the KKK.
Yeah, that ain't far from us. That's like 10 minutes away.
Yep. One of the headquarters.
Platt Smith?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? We used
Get out of here.
Back in the day, my stepdad used to always take us to Platt Smith for Thanksgiving to visit his friend and his friend's wife. And we would stay down there, and oh my God, like where we stayed, they stayed in a trailer park, and they had cows and pigs running around, and we city folk, and we had to go down there every year for Thanksgiving, and we were surrounded by a whole bunch of hillbillies.
Tanya, why are you always around animals? What the hell is that about? I told you are destined to have a damn E-I-E-I-O.
I got some refugees that stay right behind me, and they be cutting chicken neck. They be cutting necks off of chickens in their backyard.
What?
I swear.
My baby got tormented. Well, I shouldn't say tormented. She got scared because there's some little Asian kids that live down the way here, and she was outside playing with them. She go to school with them, and the daddy was in the garage, and he had a damn turkey, and said, the grandma came out with a big ass butcher knife. The daddy laid the turkey on some like a wooden block. So the grandma just came up, wow, and just chopped the head off. She was like,
Okay.
she was like, ah.
It be certain times of the year where I can smell like, okay, I used to go to South High School. You know
Ugh.
the smell over there?
Boo,
It's still
Packers.
there. All
Yeah.
right, boo.
You smell dead animals. Like you smell
You still do.
you
I
smell
used to work in the pack house. I used to work in the packing house.
you smell the stinking live ones and you smell death. That's
That
what's
smell is never going to leave South Omaha.
never.
It was
And
because of it's because of the packing house. It's
the packing house
because
right there.
they still have some animals coming through there. And then remember it was the dog food place over there too. So
Arena.
you had
Purina,
So you had the Purina factory, you had the packing house, and you had the stockyards.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that smell, I remember when my dad lived over there. He lived in South Omaha for years, and that was the one thing I hated about, because over north I would go outside and play all day, every day, but in South Omaha I could not take that smell. I stayed. That was I was mad. I felt like somebody was taking away my freedom because I did not want to go outside because of that smell.
I swear I smell them smells certain times of the year when it's like maybe the hottest, because I'm telling you, the people behind me, they literally kill their food. And I'm not trying to be stereotypical. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. So it's like, but you know what? I'm gonna get on what Marie said about stereotypes, because what I'm going to talk about next, what we're gonna talk about next, is the Tyson, food company, the fresh meats beef plant in Dakota City, right here in Nebraska. They have a total of 669 workers at Tyson that are positive for COVID-19, the coronavirus. So therefore, a lot of stores are having a beef shortage, because this ain't the only plant. There's plants around the United States that are closed due to them having a lot of meat packer people working there. Into stereotypes. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and this is what they said. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. They said that there's a reason why, because I asked them, I said, how the hell you got 700 people at your job at one facility and they all have coronavirus? Like, some people was thinking the conspiracy is it's in the food. It's in the food. No, this person told me that they believe that the people who, okay, we all know that a lot of people who work in packing houses are
Hispanic.
Oh yeah. See, I was trying to be nice, but she said it.
Or well, not necessarily all Hispanic. There's a lot of African.
A lot of African refugees.
They're refugees.
Foreigners, just foreigners.
And their theory is that a lot of them aren't clean. They don't practice.
They don't practice the same sanitation habits that we have.
No, they do not. They do not. No, even in the Americanized sense, they don't.
I was listening to them. I'm listening to what they're telling me, and I'm thinking about it. And I just don't understand how 700 is one thing to have one person with the COVID, and then they get somebody else sick, and they find out, like, it's either that or they had people sick in the plant, but they kept trying to keep running the plant.
But here's my issue. If you got that many people, why don't you shut down the plant? It don't gotta be permanent. Shut it down for a 2-week period. Sanitize from the top to the bottom, and hire, even if it's on a temporary basis, a new, because people are looking for jobs. Hire somebody on a temporary basis, but test them before they come into work, because you are messing with the food supply. Test them before.
Well, they said 669 workers with the virus represent over 15% of the plant's workforce.
You know, and I'm sorry, when she said test, like, one of the greatest things, where's the thermometer? As soon as they're walking in, boom.
I'm like, you know,
Temporal.
see,
Boom.
but the
That's, I
thing
mean,
is,
that's
you know,
one. I mean, even though some people don't have all the symptoms, but still, you have I mean, that's one thing that you just have to do. Period.
but you know what? I have come to realize that I am cursed with common sense. It's a curse because not everybody has that. Because this, you know, what I just said seems like duh, but everybody ain't. It's a curse to have common sense because you sit there and you listen to the idiots and you like, is it me or is it them?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you? I understand you may lose out on revenue, but if you have to shut the plant down completely
Hello.
versus shutting it down temporarily, yeah,
Well, you know, my stepdad, he worked. That's how we survived.
Carla, great point. They know they're legal because half of the workers are illegal.
mm-hmm.
We were
Oh
poor.
yeah,
We was poor as hell growing up, but my stepdad did work at a packing
More
house,
than half.
and that helped keep food on the table. But I recall when he used to work there at the packing house for like 30 something years. And I recall talking about illegals in there, people not speaking any of the languages, can't even fill out their own application.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we used to talk about a lot of wrong that was going on these packing plants and how they used to raid them like all the time.
The ice came in all the time.
He would come home.
Yeah, they was doing that a couple of years ago.
Hey, like, and I'm not trying to say that there's a lot of illegals in these plants, and I just want to let y'all know what somebody's theory was. Those are not my thoughts as far as the
And opinions.
my thoughts are opinions. That's just what somebody told me, and I just want to let y'all hear it so y'all can give me your opinion. But
I know some other things about some of these plants. I could tell you about some of the foreigner, I shouldn't say foreigners, some of the other workers, the non-English speaking workers. I could tell you some things, but I'm not gonna say it on here. It would be way too controversial.
But you know what? I've always said, not to be stereotypical, but like he said, Mexicans will do anything for $1. I have always said that I think this is just my thoughts. I think Mexicans
You're right, Maurice.
are the hardest working people. And some people say, no, Mexicans are not the hardest working people.
Yeah, they are.
Will just do the jobs that nobody else wants to do. And to me, that still relates back to me as
that's one of the hard. That's one of the hard jobs.
People like I don't know. Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead. I can't
hear you, Mama.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
No, go out and come back in. But I always said that, and some people be like, they aren't the hardest working people. I'm like,
they are very hard working people. I cannot negate that. I won't say that. Most of them are very hard working people.
And they might be deep up in the crib, but I bet you they all got
But they saving money.
They all
got jobs.
And they making businesses, whether it's a restaurant or a detail shop or a body shop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Maurice, you're right, because like when I first moved to Houston, I had such a hard time trying to find a job
at packing
plants.
Hold
on. I had such a hard time trying to find a job because they, you know, down there in Houston, it was a melting pot, and there was so many of them that you know they was willing to work for $5-6 an hour, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, I can't live off no $5-6 an hour, but that's what it was. They willing to take just about any pay for the work instead of, you know, holding out for, you know, a little more a better pay, a better wage.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that one, Maurice.
Bring Candace back in. No, Candace, I was just telling you to hold on 1 second because Diva was talking.
I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear at all.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Let us know your you used to work at.
Say something, Diva. Say something.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear her.
You
That's
can't
weird.
hear me?
I can't even hear her. That's why I said say something because I can't
You
hear her.
can hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear her.
Okay, Carmel, go out and come back in. Just try it. See if it works.
So what I was saying was, I work not at one. You see, going back to like Mexicans and some of the hard. See, I'm black and I'm a woman, and I worked at packing plants, and I actually created at Nebraska Beef
That was the hot spot back in the day.
because see, I started off at ConAgra, but see, I'm gonna tell you something. They try to do me dirty because I had a problem because I was on the kill floor and I used to stand right there and I look at the essay and tell them, get that carcass right there. I point up at that carcass, get that slime and get all that the hair and get all that off that cow and slice that up. That was my job, and I couldn't move because my ankles were so swollen one day and my feet. Carmel, say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Because of that, I went to the doctor. The doctor gave me a note and told me I needed time off. They fired me. Guess what I did? I helped create a union.
What?
Because if you are sick, that's illegal for them to fire you for health reasons.
Because we didn't even have a union, but I helped created the union.
And that was at Nebraska Beef?
Yes, ma'am.
That
was back in. That was like in the 90s, early 2000s. Like, because like I said, I started off at ConAgra, right behind the old Hy-Vee over south.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I started off
over
over there. That's what I say. Yeah, essays, they hard workers, but see, some of us is hard workers too. Because I ain't ashamed to get my dollar off. I will pick up horse shit. I don't care, nigga. I was picking up. Hey, somebody had put up a post today. They said, "Oh well, if you was like 20 and you had a job." I was toting papers. Omaha World Herald, 12 years old. Working leaves, 12 years old. Shoveling.
Well, see, we were hustlers. We found ways to make money.
Cause look, we're a different generation. We're a different generation too, though.
Yes.
We grew up watching we watched our parents work and struggle. They watched their parents work and
That's
struggle.
So true, Carla.
But see, this generation is more about technology, so they don't know about trying to go out and get their hands dirty, working with their muscles, working with their hands. They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
All they know about is sitting behind a damn screen.
And that's the crazy thing. I was so well rounded. I did it all. Did it all.
Right, we were, but we were taught. Our generation got caught. Our generation got caught in between. We got caught in between
that. Technology,
the
boom,
technology,
or whatever you want to call it.
Right, the .com boom or whatever that was, and.
Mo said his first job was 380. Mine, Mo, guess what? Mine was 335. Mine was 335 working at Fields Schoolway. 335. I was a second Fields Schoolway on Redmond. When it was on Redmond.
Yeah. That was the nasty Fields. That was before it was Cubbies, yep.
Street.
That's correct. And that's when it was, and go back further, Miss Carmel. That's when it was Schaefer's when I was a kid growing up in the hood.
Oh, damn.
And we had Quick Shop on Redmond. That's my hood. Grew up over there. Know nothing about it.
I remember that.
We used to
I'm from Heimball Block. Heimball Block. 43rd.
Yep, I made 335 at McDonald's on Ames Street. I made 335 when I first started there.
For real, Tanya? Tanya was hooking us up with sausage, bitches. Saturday morning, we all hung over. We trying to get to Saturday school. She like, just come through. She throwing burritos or whatever they had back then. Tanya, our sacks would be hefty. And Tanya, I ain't never told you. I know I have. Thank you again, because I'm telling you, hungover nights, man, we was drinking back then. Mad Dog, Night Train, niggas pouring Kool-Aid in the Night Train. Let me shut up.
Oh, she said Night Train. Oh shit.
With Kool-Aid.
See, next thing you gonna tell me you was drinking some damn, what was that, Cold Duck?
No, Cisco. Terry with a 64 ounce of 8-ball with the nook. The
What
big
was that
60.
liquor? What was that liquor that was illegal, but people from here would drive to Kansas City?
Cisco.
Was it the Cisco?
I just said
Or
it.
was it
Cisco.
Everclear? Cisco.
No, because it was
Cisco was.
Was it Cisco?
Cisco. They took Cisco off the market, but Everclear was a thing too, though.
No,
But they weren't here too.
I almost died on the Clear. No,
I ain't
I don't
never
think
drunk
I've
it.
ever
I
had
never drunk it.
Everclear. I've never had Everclear.
and I
Me
should have
neither.
known
Cisco.
because
I do remember them doing that with Cisco. And remember when Zima first came out?
Oh, that's apple seltzer water. That's nasty. I was just talking about that. That's like Smirnoff. Oh, gross.
that Everclear was like drinking gasoline, and I should have knew better. They lit the shit on fire. And
Yeah, I
had
remember a
flames,
lot of people doing that.
flames coming all out. I burnt my wig, everything. I mean, the flames coming out, and my brothers and they homies, because we was in the projects then. That's when I stayed in Spencer, and
Oh, and the Spencers. Okay.
behind on the other side of the interstate on the Daily side.
Yeah.
Right. So I was in the last unit close to the interstate on the Daily side. And we was like, okay, it was the weekend. It's time to turn up. It's trying to get crunk. That's what we did. And they came in the house with this big old bottle of Everclear. St. Ives. That's what I'm talking about.
I was about to say St. Ives because I was thinking about saying we used to get that $1 a deuce. $1 a deuce
No,
and get like 10
my
of
shit
them.
was Mickey's. I like me some Mickey's. Mickey's was my shit.
That
Quit
Everclear.
playing. Hey, the grenades. The grenades. Used to get them like 40th. Hey, remember when M&G used to be back in the day? Rest in peace.
Yup.
On the block, 40th Ave, and that wasn't even my hood. But I sure went over there and got my drink.
That's the thing.
Lies you tell. And here we got cases. We got the big dumb case. And they were just stepping the whole bunch of grenades.
Everybody hood.
Yep, said St. Ives. Hey, but you know what? I didn't like the St. Ives, all that fruity stuff. I didn't do that fruity stuff. I want straight beer. I want to
Yeah,
taste
if
the
I'm gonna
beer.
drink
I
a
don't
beer, I
want no
want a beer. If I'm gonna drink a beer, I want a beer.
Hello, say that again because I can. Don't play with me because I'm a beer connoisseur.
It didn't matter where it was. If we had to go to Carter Lake, I don't care who hood it was. When we ran out of liquor, we going to 40 Ave, we going to Bedford Market, we going down to
You never lied. We didn't care about who hood.
who else?
16. Hey,
I
remember
didn't
when
care neither.
Tanya, didn't you used to stay down 16? We used to go to Davies on 16 back in the day.
My mom stayed on 16 in Luther Block.
Yeah, that's what I said. Down, that's why I just said that because down on 16 we used to go to Dailies when it was a gas station.
Down there, yep.
Dailies used to be the spot. That's where we used to
Be
sit
lit.
on 30th Street.
Litty.
Dailies. If it wasn't on 30th Street, it was at Dailies.
See, it wasn't until after I had graduated high school that I got to experience. Ugh, I hate Heineken. Heineken is like piss. That's what it tastes like.
Oh, dude,
man.
no, man, forget. Hey, he's talking about Heineken. What about Stella Artois? Stella Artois.
I ain't tried that. I heard it's good though.
It's great. Okay, he talking about Boone's Farm. I'm gonna get you here. Oh, he said Popeyes. I used to work there too. It took me a long time to figure out the thigh and the breast, but I finally figured it out because I don't eat none of them. They too big. Even though I used to like breast, but that's another story.
I like
I almost had the side
you damn fool. I
mixed
don't
up.
think nobody else caught that.
You caught it.
I caught it. Nobody else caught that shit.
You caught it.
I caught it.
You caught it.
The lesbian relationship thing. Right?
She was so
I
smooth
said
the way she
I didn't know
said
the
it, though.
difference between a thigh or a breast, even though I used to like breasts.
Right.
She said, but that's a whole nother story there.
That's a whole nother story.
I was the same way. It took me a while. I would be
Tell
like,
them, look at last night's episode.
I'm like, why are breasts so dry? Breasts should be dry. Shoot. So
I don't like them. You know what? And see, I don't want to be all weird and explicit, but I'm about to be because I have to say this is their
Ooh, I
men.
remember Sledge is down off of Coming.
Oh, Sledge is on Cummins. Yeah.
we ain't no little kids. We know about
Right.
Cedric, how old do you think we are, young man?
right.
I'm young. I don't know about y'all. Shit, I'm young.
Hey, look,
I ain't even 40 yet.
Look, I am 48 and I am so glad about it because I don't
I
look
ain't
like what
even
I've
hit
been through, all the
40 yet.
bullshit I've been through. Psh, baby, bye.
I am 40 again, and we're gonna leave it at that.
We gonna leave it
Okay,
at
go ahead, 40 again. I can't. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I gotta go. I've been working. I just bought me, like I told you, that Breeze Cruiser. I'm trying to be real sexy at 50, and I'm gonna have a boo. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I'm gonna have a boo.
all right.
I'm gonna
Then.
get my
She
groove
said, I
back.
don't know who's gonna.
We gonna start
All right,
at
Stella.
the hood.
Go ahead, Stella.
We gonna start the hood table.
Hey, but you know what? I ain't even looking for nobody. I'm so good in my singleness after the stalker stuff.
Nah,
I'm gonna leave that alone. That was last night.
But
Leave
see,
that
that's
alone.
when you find somebody that's true. When you stop looking and you are working on yourself, when you're working on self and you're looking at what have you done in relationships, or what is it that what are you attracting? What are you doing in these relationships that
I
may
attract older men.
make the relationship fail?
I attract
You know,
with SSI.
what are your behaviors? Because you know we are.
No, I swear.
Tanya,
I swear.
Tanya, I want to take a piece of this ice and throw it at you, but I'm not wasting my ice on you tonight.
I attract old men with their socks rolled down. I
Oh
attract
shit! Not up, but down.
no.
She said, "Damn, wait, the donut."
What ass she needs?
Right. Remember we wear socks like
What's that dude on that Tyler Perry show with the
Brown, Mr. Brown.
I'm about to say Brown. Tanya, Maurice, when you come to Omaha, buddy.
He's scared to come to Omaha. He's scared.
Don't be scared of the O. Don't be scared of the O. It's all good.
He
Maurice, you what? Maurice in Texas.
I know.
He ain't gonna want to go back.
I remembered that from the last panel. Cause see, I'm just trying to get in good. Cause I'm telling you, you know, some pop up. You know, I'm gonna fall through. You know what I'm saying?
I got a cousin that came up here one year from Arkansas. She came up here to visit. She stayed for 2 weeks, went home for a week, and then ain't never been back. She been here 20 years since.
You know what? No, it's a trap. When you come here, it's a trap. That's why I used to always try to stay away. Because what they say, you leave, let's see, you come here on vacation, end up on probation, ramification.
Omaha is a trap. And I don't know why.
No, remember when I told y'all the story about when I had caught the ex? Well, okay, when I caught a girl on the couch with the weed man. I actually, I'm gonna be honest, I gotta keep it 1,000. It's the hood table. I wasn't even living here. I was in town visiting. And see, I'm gonna tell you, brides used to catch me up, and I got the keys to a car, man. Keys to the crib, man. Girls kept telling me, nigga, you need to come back, man.
Hold on, wait a minute. This fool dancing, that solo cup getting good to her.
What's the weed man? Man, did y'all even get that night before you went to jail? Did he even before you went to jail? Did you get some of that weed from the weed man?
Man, I was already lit. I done fought the Omaha Police Department. If my sister was alive, they'll take her to tell the story. Into the station said, why was you sitting behind them talking about pow, pow, pow?
I'm done. I'm finna get off here. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. I don't want it to rub off on me.
Hey, no, this is my past. This is what I did. You know, I'm just sharing it.
But that's
it's a blood table.
Right. When you said you walked in and your girl was butt naked on the couch with the weed man.
That shit when I was dead. I was done. I was done.
Everybody in the chat last night was like, what?
I was done after that. Cause I have heard I've seen some shit.
I've always see, I think maybe I watched too much G.I. Joe, or maybe I played with the toys because this is Kung Fu grip.
She was sitting behind the cops.
And I told him that's why Officer Wilson was smoke.
Pow, 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 pow. That's what she was doing.
No, I told him that's why Officer Wilson, Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah, see,
look, everybody got quiet and said, oh.
Yeah, I was all of that. And put it this way, the
Why
last
don't
time I
nobody
went,
remember? Why everybody act like they don't remember Boulder? Don't nobody remember Officer
Let
Boulder?
me make sure I remember it right. When Jimmy Wilson, the
trying
one
to-
that was killed in the back, the one that was killed in the back of the police bed.
No, that was somebody else. That was Jason. What was his last name? Briggs, something like that. He was the one that shot that boy that was handcuffed and claimed, and his partner claimed that he was shooting at him.
That was murdered. Here.
Yeah. It's been like 3 of them. There was Carrie Orozco. She was the last one.
No, this
she was the last one when I was with old girl. It was Carrie.
90s or the early 2000s.
I know, Jimmy Wilson.
That's what
And
I said.
then Jimmy Wilson got killed in 95.
I don't
can tell
know.
you that.
I think I heard about another cop. I wasn't here.
And then
because
the
I
other
remember
one,
Wilson.
he was killed in like 2000 or 2003. I mean, like 2002, 2003. Because I want to say I was either pregnant or just had my son. But his name was Jason Ty Pratt.
Okay, Jason
Pratt. Yeah, Pratt. I remember. Yes. And see, the crazy thing about the Wilson story, y'all, no bullshit, no lie.
Oh, I heard some shit about them.
No, I'm talking about the night when Wilson was murdered.
It was so hot.
Listen, I had just dropped off somebody right where the scene where that occurred. I had just missed it, just like I had just left the yacht. I ain't gonna name no names. I had just left those yachts. I was in this Chevy. Somebody else was entering in the yachts in the Chevy, and I had just left, and they was murdered in the Chevy, and I'm sure y'all know who it is.
Yes.
And that's why I said, like, God has kept me on so many numerous occasions. Like,
That was Candace. That was August 20th of 1995.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Omaha police officer Jimmy Wilson Jr. was fatally shot in the driver's seat of his patrol car with his seatbelt still buckled, his gun still holstered. He was a 24-year-old rookie.
Yep.
He had pulled over a dark brown and tan van. That's what I was saying. That's why I said the van. That I knew it had to do something with a van. It was over there. It was over there on 40th.
Exact on Blondo. Exact. I had just left from over there because his dad
on 40th and Blondo.
What the hell is the Hondo?
Blondo.
Be like boy. Not throwing up gang signs.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. He was up in the
remember
Trey 8 neighborhood.
Yeah.
Remember, Wilson's dad was a cop.
Yep. And so the dude who shot him, he was 24-year-old. I mean, the dude who shot him was 18-year-old Kevin Allen. He leaped out the van and shot in the cruiser with assault rifles.
Because it was like 3 of them, wasn't it?
I just know I just dropped somebody off in that hood. Literally, I had just left. I have always just left, and I'm like, wow, God. When they say your mama or somebody, grandma,
God pray. When your mama was praying over you, yeah.
Somebody was praying for my black ass. For real.
Mm-hmm. But just to give y'all an update on that case, the guy who killed him just tried to he was sentenced to life, and he tried to get out a few years ago, and they denied him. So he's still there, Kevin Allen. He's still there.
It was like 3 of them, and I remember they all went and shake because they couldn't find them at first, and they all went and shaved their braids and moved out.
Because what had happened was the officers pulled over the van because the van didn't have any tags. That's why I kept saying, wasn't it or something? Yep. Yep. But now, what was you saying about Officer Jimmy Wilson with your story?
No, I said I actually had just dropped somebody off in that neighborhood that evening.
Maurice.
Booty Freaky Freddy is real.
No, Booty Freaky
I don't know if he did or not.
No, Maurice, there is Booty Freaky Freddy here in Omaha, the 330 man who drove a white van.
The who? The 330
man?
I don't know nothing about him. I remember Booty Freaky Freddy and Three Finger Willie.
I kept hearing he was real all the while growing up. I just never met him, seen him. I guess I should be thankful that after the stuff I heard about Booty Freaky Freddy.
Supposedly he lived down there off of like 16th Street.
I was about to say, who lived closer to the projects? Was it?
I I used to stay around the time when Bowie Freaky Fred name was all out. We used to stay in Pleasant View West because I used to walk all the way from.
That's what they said.
I used to walk all the way from Pleasant View West projects by. It used to be called, the Gin. Remember?
Yep, by the gym. Yep. Now it's BJ or D.
Oh yeah, Gin, BJ. Yeah, the gas. Oh, that's where the homeboy got. Yeah.
Walk all the way from there. All the way to Howard Kennedy.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, why she didn't go to Franklin? Franklin was right there.
Honey, I don't know. My mama, I don't know. I went to.
I'm about to say Franklin is like a few blocks.
Right. I'm like, why wouldn't you go to Franklin?
I was in kindergarten in first grade. I don't know why she had me walk 3 miles to.
Okay, the 330. I'm sorry, the 330 man was in my hood because I went to Wakanda. So the trail, over there with the horses and all that over there behind that base.
Right.
330 man used to ride the van
on the dirt road.
Oh.
Dirt road.
And the boy that used to live there with them horses, he got killed too. Chris, rest in peace. It was a black dude. Yeah. He and this the crazy part was me and him went to high school together and he hardly ever rode the bus. But he was a real tall, brown skinned dude, real nice looking. Quiet. And the funny part, we hadn't seen each other since high school, and then on a plane on the way back from St. Louis, actually we was in the bar at the in the airport, and he kept looking at me, and I was like, okay. And he was like, I know you, and I'm like, you look familiar. And then we figured out that we went to school together, so we was getting fucked up in the bar. Then we got fucked up on the plane. Oh, I'm sorry, we got messed up on the plane, and then we
No, I was talking about Reese when I did this because he said it was just a myth. I'm like, nah.
No, he was real.
No, he was real, Maurice.
But we a couple of years later, I think it was a dispute over some car speakers or something, but he got shot and they put him in the trunk of the car.
No, that's my homeboy. That's my homeboy. That's Moochie. No, Curtis Patterson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris Jackson.
I remember
that's somebody else.
Jackson. It happened twice. There was 2 others.
No,
and I know one of the. I know 2 of the dudes that killed.
No, Chris Jackson, tall. He went to Northwest. We used to go to church. We went to church together. Barlow's church. That used to be my church before. I used to go to a predominantly Caucasian church. It was called Pathway Light Cathedral before. Okay, y'all know where Eagles Nest is.
Jimmy Hart. That's where Creola and them all went back.
That's how we all connected. That's how we all started. Okay, back here.
So see, Chris, that's what I'm talking about. We used to ride the bus from Northwest.
Chris was like, no, Chris was my boo. Chris would come over and walk over and say hi and just see. Even though it was him,
he was just the sweetest guy, quiet.
He was just the sweetest guy, tall, lanky, was in the military.
Yep. I actually got out of service.
And the person who did it, I don't even want to. I just reconnected with his brother, one of his brothers, on Facebook, and we talked, and I just was asking about their mom, and just found out, the mom is no longer with. But Chris was such the sweetest guy you could ever freaking possibly meet. He had a beautiful hair.
He did. Oh gosh.
Beautiful smile.
Yeah. He was a good looking guy.
And then, because when you said found in the trunk, that just tore me up, because I remember going to view him at Myers Funeral Home, and that just, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hard one for a lot of people.
It just killed me because, like I said, we had just seen each other in a damn airport in St. Louis, and was just was like,
just together.
We rode the bus, on the plane. I mean, when I say we got towed up, we was
got towed up.
That's when they was giving you free drinks and shit. So we on there getting towed back.
Long time ago.
Y'all lit.
We was lit. And but we had a good time, and that was the last time I saw him. And then about maybe 2 years later, was when he got killed. I was like, man, come on,
Well,
this dude,
you know,
he
and the
wasn't
whole thing
into no
about
shit
that.
like that.
No, but you know what? No, the car speakers, that's a whole nother story because honestly, from what I understand, it was a relative. I'm not gonna go all to the depths of that story, but it was a relative that did that to him because I had a friend who was murdered behind car speakers and he was put in a car and he was actually, I don't know about Chris about that, because you probably are right, but he was set on fire.
They used to kill
I
people
know who you're talking
in there.
about, and I know the
That
guys
No
that
reason.
did it.
and I did too, because one of my ex-boyfriends was involved.
Mm.
A
We'll
lot of
talk
people
offline.
died back in
We'll
the
talk
day.
offline.
We're gonna have to connect because I see, you know,
We
too
know
many
too
people.
many people.
We too many circles.
Mate,
Too many
Right.
circles.
the one who grew up with her, not you.
I'm sorry, T.
Oh, she feeling left out. I'm sorry, Poopy.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Poopy.
Sorry, TT. Sorry.
Virtual hug.
But we used
Hold
to
on.
sing.
Girl, we used to tear
We
the
used to
church
sing.
down. We used
Tanya can sing.
our choir was one, and we had a small.
Mo, Tanya can sing. Mm-hmm.
Man, we used to tear the. Oh my God! Everybody wanted our little choir to come to their church.
Light of the world was lit.
Man,
Oh, man, what? The light of the world. Because I
But
remember
y'all
I
couldn't
used
hang
to.
with Salem, so whatever.
Well,
we
It
was,
I
is
mean,
what it
you
is,
know,
y'all.
hey,
Salem had like 5 million people in their choir.
We
had,
but
you know,
see,
we was
wait, no,
like,
we
that
was
was
top
great.
notch. You know, we was top notch. I mean,
Yeah, y'all was top notch for the Baptist folks, but for the
she said for the
Pentecostal,
scale
oh,
church, we was the shit.
I say the
no.
only other church that could have got with us in singing was Faith Temple.
And don't forget,
Oh,
we had Daphne.
oh, so that okay,
Them my
okay, so
people
she
down
done
there,
birthed the
Faith Temple.
temple.
Them
My
my
boy
people.
Antonio, the Carters and all them.
Girl,
Mhm.
we had Daphne and Deanne. So that's another.
Yeah, the WC singers was
Yeah.
lit. Hey, and guess what? It wasn't nobody in my dad's church but me and another lady.
I used to come sometime.
Right, no, but I'm talking about as far as the choir because I had to play the organ and I actually created a couple of songs. I actually made a couple of songs. But like for
we
real, because like
in your basement and we be like acting like it's a whole. We be up there. Your dad just
See, me and my friends, it was me and my friends, and it was mainly from school. And
okay.
literally, we would get put out of places because we would be singing, and I mean, we would get all kind of rounds of applause. People would come over and give us tips, but we would get put out because we were disrupting business. It was like, no, we was entertaining your customers.
That reminds
That's what
me. To stay in okay, you know the high risers, they now like community. What is the high risers now? On 4-8?
Oh,
They now like a job service.
Oh, I know what you're talking
it's
about.
it's my old job
Yeah,
to
that's
work.
urban housing now, ain't that?
Yes, you know
Also,
a high rise.
who was I
And
just
they do
working
that,
for? Who was I
North
just
Star
working
is
for?
part of that too.
Heartland. I was working for
Family
Heartland. Heartland
Services.
also.
Okay,
I was just working for them.
Y'all remember when it was the
Oh, they was ghetto as fuck over there. I remember my mom lived over there. I hated coming over there.
No, I remember as a kid having birthday parties. Me and my cousin, we a day a year apart. We having birthday parties up in the 4A.
that high riser, that the shit was ghetto. Like we used to. Okay, but what I'm getting at, is me, Elena. You remember Shell Leslie?
Yeah.
Is she still here? Or
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay.
Sister Pauline.
Maurice, I ain't thinking about you.
Sister Pauline's daughter. You remember Sister Paul? You remember Boo? You remember Sister Paul? You remember Sister Pauline? You remember Boo? You remember all that?
I'm about to say Roy and all them.
Right, Roy and all that. Okay. So we all stayed up in there, and we all didn't have no place to stay. Me, Robin, Alice, we all had no place to stay, right? So, Sister Pauline, what she did was she went to the landlord and she called us her nieces. So she got us an apartment. The rent was only $250, but the shit
which was expensive back then.
That shit was ghetto. But for
Super
$250,
ghetto.
cool. So she co-signed for all of us. Girl, it was like 5 of us. Shell, everybody. She co-signed for all of us to get an apartment up there. We all had an apartment. But me and Shell, Leslie, and Elena, we was in a little female group called Nubian Voices. And you know, remember in the
I remember that. Oh, Nubian Voices. Wow, that's when everybody had a group.
I wrote all our songs. And when we stayed in the high risers, we used to go down to the basement where the washroom was, and we'd be all night. Now, what you were saying? People say
that echo and that the reverberations and stuff.
Man, people would come out of their house at 1-2 o'clock in the morning, just stand over the banister and just listen. We used to cut up. That was our best time to practice because everybody's off of work. We was all getting lit, staying up late. Man, that brings back so many memories. So many.
I know. I just told my daughter last night about how me and my crew, as goofy and as stupid as we were some damn good singers. I remember we got kicked out of the damn when they used to have a county fair over at Exarban. And they had the singers up there. They had some singers up there doing their talent show, but they was horrible. So the 4 of us was sitting in the back of the tent, and we just started singing. And literally, the crowd turned around and started watching us instead of the people on the stage.
Maurice, you still think?
Right.
No,
so we got kicked out of the fair. Right.
I remember.
No, did y'all see Maurice would like for us to harmonize?
But we can't.
One of my dad's favorite songs.
We gonna over sing each other. You can't.
We can't do it, Maurice. Sorry, but I that song.
Together.
But how about everybody just do a little piece of their own, whatever? How about that, Maurice? We'll do a little something. Everybody got a little something.
I got a little something I can bust for you. It's a little piece of a song, a little piece of a gospel song. Let me see.
Okay.
Sweet redemption is in my soul today, for your blood has washed all my sins away. My daughter in there yelling, stop!
I'm like over here like sing. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know the song, and I'm up here like.
Me neither. I never heard it, but I'm like,
okay. But it just, even now submitted, I have committed. Oh Lord, my voice is horrible now. To praise your name, hallelujah, hallelujah. Cigarettes fuck you up, y'all. Stop smoking.
Oh, great. I'm on my 12th year of non-smoking.
You doing good.
This year.
Somebody else said, ooh, that was horrible. No, that was horrible.
No, that was beautiful. Come on, T, bust something for us.
I don't know what to sing.
So you want me to do something, then you go? Would that help you? Give you time to think? Because I don't know. I'm about to just do something off my head. Off my head. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take it back. I don't know why Jesus loved me. Oh, I really don't.
A song.
I say that all the time.
I don't know why he cared. I don't know why he sacrificed his life for me. But oh, I'm glad. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there.
That used to be my
That's all right.
song.
I'm so glad he did. My
All right.
soul loves Jesus. My soul loves Jesus. My soul loves Jesus. Bless his name. See, I don't want to get off. You know, I ain't trying to go to church tonight.
I'm gonna go way back.
Hey,
Nah, I know you got a song by now.
No, I'm gonna go way.
Come on back.
what we're gonna do now is go
Back
back.
in the time.
Way.
Because my throat is dry. Come on back in the time.
Right.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I remember all the words.
Ad lib it. You got this. You're a
Right.
singer.
Okay.
Okay, am I the only one can't hear?
No, I'm making sure I know the words.
Oh, I'm like, is
I'm-
she lip syncing?
I'm trying not to stare at her because sometimes people get nervous because I do.
Okay. Jesus said, "Here I stand. Won't you please let me in?" And you said, "I will tomorrow." Jesus said, "I am he who supplies all your needs." Y'all remember that song? Do y'all remember that
And
song?
he said, I will, but
Tomorrow.
that's the whinings. That's the whinings.
I thought that's what it was. I give my life tomorrow. And you know what? That's crazy because I was thinking about that song the other day. I promise you.
Yeah.
I was driving because they said tomorrow may be too late.
Oh, you better say that because I was just about to say because your tomorrow could very well might be too late.
Be too late.
And that's what folks don't understand. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody.
He said, "Can somebody do the Golden Girl?" I don't know that.
Thank you for being a friend.
Go ahead.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if we threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." There, yeah. This is not the request line, Cedric.
You lucky because I would have went in. I would have gotten another room. I got a keyboard and a guitar in there, but I ain't doing all that tonight.
Oh no, I got one for y'all. I got one that it's gonna be hard for y'all to resist. You ready? Turn on the light from heaven, Lord. Shine on me. Y'all don't remember that? Turn on the light from heaven, Lord.
Amen.
Turn on down.
Amen.
Amen. That was my show.
Turn on the light and look beyond the rugged road. Yes.
Girl.
Clifton
That was
That's
my
Clifton
song,
Davis.
girl.
That was Clifton Davis.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Him and Sherman Hemsley.
That come on and if you sang that song, you thought you was the bomb, girl.
Yes. I'm trying to think of another favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, Ken. What's that song? Oh my God!
I got one for everybody out here, real fast, because this is the one I really was gonna do initially. Thinking about coronavirus, and I think about this. I've
You gonna be home in a
had
minute.
some good days,
So,
and I've
mm,
had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless
mm,
nights. But when I look
well,
around and I think things over,
mm,
all of my good days, they outweigh my bad days. I won't complain.
no, right now.
Right.
You know what? One of my favorite parts to a song,
What's that
and
song?
it's not even about. It's not even a church song, but when I say just that verse helps me get through so much. It's in A Change Gonna Come when he say, there were times when I thought I couldn't last for long,
Hmm.
but now I know I'm able to carry on.
Amen.
Just think about, times when Candace, I know you can relate being, the things going on with you physically. You get bogged down. You waited in pain. You waiting for some kind of relief, a release, something, and
Mhm.
it starts messing with you mentally too, spiritually, and you just like, I can't do this. I can't do it no more. But then you have to stop and look how far you've come from where you started.
And
Now,
no,
Mm.
and
don't get me,
what's
don't
funny?
get me
No, what's
preaching.
funny? What's funny about that? Because it goes even deeper than just my physical. When you say the change is gonna come, see, when my sister, she passed on Tuesday. That Saturday we went to see Leandria Johnson, and that was one of the songs she sung
Mm,
Well, I'm about to
that
sing
I
one.
know a change is gonna come.
I'm about to sing
huh.
one of my favorite songs, and Candace, you know it. And this is dedicated to your sis, one of my favorite people in the world, Tana. Do you remember that song that Mother Cooper used to love to sing, Zion?
I got a feeling that one or no?
No. Oh yeah, that was
Which
on.
one?
Well, how did that song go? I got a feeling
I
everything
got
is
a feeling
all right.
everything's gonna be all right. Oh no, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one
No,
I'm thinking about.
the other one. I'm going up
Huh?
yonder.
Oh, wait, if
I'm going.
anybody asks you
Yeah.
where
I am
I'm
going.
going,
Yes.
where I am
That's my song right there.
going,
Going.
They better be glad I'm on live.
soon, if God give me grace,
Huh.
I'll run this race. The comfort in
Until I see
knowing.
my Savior face to face.
Face to face.
No, I was just singing it. I was
Hey.
just singing it my way.
Oh, she said her
Whoa,
way. Okay.
I'm going up yonder,
Woo!
Going up yonder.
going up yonder. See, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going up yonder to be with my Lord. Oh,
Mm,
Oh,
going up
mm.
going up
yonder. Woo!
So
I
y'all
used
gonna make me go and start naming stuff
to
like
love that
order
song.
my steps. Saying
Oh,
humbly I ask
no,
thee, teach me
no,
your
no, no,
will
no, no, no. See, you talking about
and why you
order
working.
my steps in your Lord, in your word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me, show me the way. Send your anointing,
Hello?
Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. I was learning how to play that. That's one of my favorite
Yes, ma'am.
songs. That's one of my favorite songs. I don't know if you're familiar with Eileen Ramsey. She was one of my music teachers. She used to be Andre Crouch.
That-
Yes. Andre Crouch.
Yes.
Andrew Crouch. Oh man, see that's what I'm talking about. That's music back in the 80s and the Hawkins, Jermaine Hawkins and all.
Yes. Yep.
Come on now.
Shirley.
What?
The Cleveland.
Hey, and I'm sorry, a lot of people have their own thought about Cleveland, but I love Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I love them. Oh yeah, Hezekiah Walker.
These kids,
they don't know nothing about these people, man. What? I love Hezekiah.
they don't know nothing about that. This is real music. This is ooh in church. I don't know nothing about that. I'm used to that hand clapping and
foot stomping. Hey, wait. See, I got the tambourine. See, my sister was called.
And what was the name of that thing with that it just had, oh God, I can't think of it. Was
Candy Staten. I remember her too.
Candy Staten. Candy Staten. She used to have a TV show on TBN. Yeah. Because I remember we used to have to keep it on TBN. We couldn't even watch too much stuff back in that quick land. Jim Baker and all that. Jim Baker, because that's where BB and CeCe Winans started off of PTL, Praise the Lord channel.
Maurice Smith, don't even go there because that song made me cry every time I hear it.
See, he talking about No Charge.
That song make me cry every time.
I'm looking forward to me and Carmel Diva and I try to be proper English. Carmel Diva and I, we are doing the red carpet for this concert that's gospel concert that is going to be here.
They're doing a CD, a red carpet CD premiere.
The Hood Table is doing the interviews.
Really?
Red carpet, y'all.
When's this concert?
It's July 25th.
July 25th. And it's
Prince of Peace.
It's gonna be so fun. I can't.
Actually, my friend's the pastor of Prince of Peace, Reverend Fred Dixon.
I'm gonna be on the red carpet. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
It's a gospel.
I know. I just bought my dress for it too. Actually, it's a romper. I mean, not a romper. It's a jumper. It's a jumper.
Y'all pray. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta be honest. Y'all pray for me. I can't do concerts after my sister. Like I said, Leandria. That was the last concert I've been to. I have this fear in my heart now. I don't feel comfortable going to concerts no more, and I don't want to experience that with nobody after I lost my sister. That was the last thing we did together. And I just have this thing. Oh, I got to see Rance at Maurice. Maurice, what you know about Rance? Man, I see Rance in Mississippi, man. Man, what's something about the name Jesus? It is the sweetest name I know. That's Rance. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh. Yeah, the Canton Spirituals. See, I learned a lot about that type of music when I moved down south.
No, my song, Praise is What I Do. Now, yuck. You can do what you want, but praise is what I do.
Mama says,
you talking about, I vow to praise you through the good and the bad. I'll praise you, whether happy or sad.
He done went far left.
He done pulled up. What's that boy named Clarence Carter? I'm stroking.
Right.
That's what I be doing. I be stroking to the east.
In the east.
You play too much, Mark. Hey, Maurice said we was getting a little too spiritual for him, you know. Friday night at midnight.
Right, we're gonna have look. Wait a minute, Friday at midnight. This ain't Faith Temple.
I bet at midnight. Hey, midnight special.
That used to be my man. I was faithful with that one.
Wait, no, hey, Carmel. Wait, let me tell y'all. Time I was wrong. I used to have the homegirl's mom and them thinking we gonna be at church at midnight. No, we on ends hitting 30. We parking lot pimping. I'm like, we're gonna be at church midnight. Y'all can watch it to channel 23. You'll see us there. Like they really believe.
Midnight for like 2-3 hours, and it would be on cable on channel 20.
I would watch that faithfully every Friday. But wait a minute, here the funny part. I was so like from a young age all the way. I mean, I'm still
laughing at
listening.
Cedric.
Why,
Cedric,
he
don't
waiting
make
on
me
the
get on my
organ.
keyboard. Don't make. I will. I got a keyboard in there.
She
No,
gonna
I
bring
got
out the
a
little
Yamaha.
Casio. She gonna bring out the little Casio.
No, I'm gonna bring out the Yamaha, boo. Yamaha. See, I got a Triton. I got a Triton at my dad's house, and I have a Yamaha in my house. We don't do little things like that.
Dang. People who couldn't even play it would have a Yamaha in their bedroom. And some of them had the one with the strap, and some of them had the one that stood, you know, you can stand.
You're on the stand.
See,
But
y'all playing with me. Wait, no, wait a minute. I gotta
Lord.
give him. See, no, I gotta give him a little something. Hold on, no, see, I gotta give.
Hold on, you finna give him Jesus is real? I know.
No, I'm about to do this on him real quick. Wait. I'm about to. Oh. There you go. I'm done.
Oh!
You ready to get that shout music? Don't get that shout.
Uh-oh. Hold on, wait a minute. I already got my fan here. Look. I already got my fan. Don't play.
Oh, okay. I won't. Oh. Okay, I'm not doing church tonight. I'm going inside because I don't feel like doing church.
Bruh, you know how they
Not
be up
tonight.
there doing the bankhead? They be like,
That's the Charlie Brown dance. They might return their head side to side.
that one showing up.
Now, see, my mind that went all the way to Pete popping on the head saying, see, that's what I'm saying, God. That's what I said. Renewing the mind. This is why I have to read my Bible, and I haven't read it like frequently. I'm all off track. No, I'm for real. I'm off track. No, I was sharing with y'all last night. I was like a minister at one point in life. I was. But I said, no, I'm going to get off because I already knew I wasn't right. And I don't play them games. I don't do that.
We all have
do
sinned
that.
and come
Right.
And we all, wait a minute, and then in my Donnie Clark one, we fall down. But we get up.
We fall
down.
we get up.
That song was just too
just a sinner who fell down. That's kind of how it was. It was kind of like
that's
that.
that dread. That sounds dread. You know, that just sound. This sounds so heavy. Just. I like that.
Yeah.
Get up.
It's almost like he's trying to put you to sleep with it.
No, it was actually it was operatic.
I know. And that's the way they're starting to sing in church now, all of that. Like, it's supposed to be like that. No, that's what she said.
I'm sorry.
That's what they do for, like, you know, praise and worship. And I'll be like, this is not how we used to open it up. And we didn't call it praise and worship. We called it devotion.
Devotion, when I was growing up, it was devotion too.
Right. But hey, who am I? What
Baby,
do I know?
I'll go all the way back to the Dr. Watts.
Did y'all participate?
You know that I need the old.
Did y'all participate in the Lord Whatever You're Doing challenge?
The who? Oh, I did that.
You did that?
Lord, whatever you're doing this season, please don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. No, because the homeboy too had posted it on Facebook. And one night I was kind of going through and woke up like 4 a.m. and I'm seeing everybody on there like doing the challenge. Don't do it without me. I'm like, okay, well, God, wait, this is what got me. Lord, if you're healing in the season, See, that's
Don't do it without me.
well.
Don't do it without me. Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, please don't do it without me. Please don't do it without me.
All right now.
Come
Go
on,
ahead,
Come
girl.
on now. Now you
I
better
don't
be
know that.
getting
I
in
don't
that
know that one.
choir. Oh, you know that's okay. Are you familiar with the R&B singer PJ Morton? That's his dad,
Mm-hmm.
Bishop
Yeah.
Paul Morton.
Paul Morton.
PJ's
Yeah, I
his
know.
son.
Yeah, I know who PJ is. I seen him
Oh,
on
okay.
Terrell. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But I don't
that's
know.
his daddy. That's his son.
Yeah. I know
Bishop Paul
I
Morton.
know Bishop Paul Morton.
Straight
Yeah.
out of Louisiana.
I was gonna say Louisiana. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ain't they from
Mhm.
Shreveport? They from Shreveport, ain't they?
Somewhere where was
I think they from
Katrina and
Shreveport.
all and down in that area, down in there somewhere. Ain't that
Well, no,
near where
Shreveport
Katrina
is
hit? I'm
north.
not sure.
Shreveport is northern Louisiana. Katrina
Green
was
Bay,
down there.
no rocks.
Katrina was down in like New Orleans and what's that other? I can't think of it. Baton Rouge.
Oh,
Okay.
Down there.
See, I
Was
really,
around there.
yeah. Man.
Katrina, I ain't even
Sometimes
gonna bring that up because that was I didn't even
devastation.
know anybody personally, but that had me so just oh my gosh. That drained me so emotionally because I cried just about every night watching the news. And
Yeah.
the Katrina, yeah.
wait a minute,
That
he
was very
said, don't talk about that.
devastating.
It was. And I think the one thing that hurt me the most was my son was real young. Elijah might have been about maybe 2 or 3 at the time. But the girl that I was best friends with at the time, she had 4 kids. And there was a boy, this nurse said what broke her heart was this boy walked up to her and he was about
I haven't
10
heard that one, Mo. Uh-huh.
and he had 3 or 4 kids behind him. He was holding a baby in his arms. He said, these are my brothers and sisters and my cousin, and we can't find our moms.
Mm.
And when I seen that, all I could think of was our kids and something. I'm like, have we prepared our kids if something like that happens? And all I could think of was that. But back to, we're gonna go to something to lift our spirits up. Who would have ever thought that we could look back?
I don't know that
No,
song.
Maurice, what about the
No.
Smile song? That was one of my favorite ones. And
Yes,
Silver and Gold
I
by
like
Kirk.
that. How they got that challenge going.
I live for Kirk. I love Kirk. I've loved
Have
Kirk
you
ever
heard
since Silver and
Jonathan
Gold.
McReynolds singing it? Oh, honey.
All the way back to Stone.
Which one? John McReynolds. I love him. What he's singing right now?
He was singing. Kirk Franklin had him singing "Smile." He had him
For
singing the Smile.
real?
Look on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube.
He is so cute to me. I think he is so handsome.
Is.
Okay.
I love him.
I love Jonathan. Jonathan got a couple nice songs, man.
Yeah, and that
I think
People song.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. I think Smokey Norfolk, he might not got no neck, but baby, he married. But you know,
she said he might not got no neck.
He could have got it.
With his little circle head.
No, I like men that are short. I like men like my height. I don't.
What, short
tall
and
people? No, tall people are just awkward to me. I've never been attracted to tall people. I prefer, and I know not to switch up the subject. I just preferred
all night. What?
No, but we've been doing it all night, right? But I prefer because we done went to gospel music to my preferences.
It's okay.
I know I always ended up with people of all whatever. But if it was my way, you gotta be like 5'6" and light skin, and I'm good.
Oh
my gosh.
No, male or female. And this is the truth, even though I always ended up with dark skinned people, but if I had it my way.
I like my man tall and black.
I gotta have somebody taller than me. I dated one guy that was shorter than me and I always felt like I was babysitting.
Like black.
Unfortunately, My regular daddy light skin, my mama light skin. I don't do dark. But I'll do them. But I
Now you see my
prefer.
complexion. Both
That's
my
I
parents are dark.
prefer.
ever since Nino Brown.
No, when I'm saying
Hey,
dark, like I'm
I
talking
might.
like my phone case. Y'all can't see my phone.
Oh,
After I'll be sure there came Nino Brown. I was cooked. Oh,
no, Christopher Williams with his pretty ass. Woo!
yeah, Christopher.
Yes, babe.
Ford.
What was that
And I
song
ain't
he
even
had?
really in the.
Ooh,
Don't wake me. I'm
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 dreaming.
dreaming.
I'm like, baby, I ain't gonna wake you.
Listen,
No,
y'all.
but but I
And
ain't gonna
can you
lie.
believe he got a
But
baby
they
with
say,
Stacey Dash?
Yes, I heard
yeah,
that.
I believe it because they light skinned and they cute.
Stacey
But look,
Dash. Stacey Dash. I
I
like her.
think she's pretty. But look, I'm gonna tell you who I used to think was fine, and he gay, bisexual, whatever. He's still handsome to me, and he is dark skinned to me. Dark skinned to me. Johnny Gill, big lips.
Oh,
Oh, John. Oh, especially now. Have you seen him with the gray in his beard? Girl, when he sing
With the
"This One's for
gray,
Me and
he got
You."
gray
Oh,
in his beard.
oh yes, ma'am. Oh yes, ma'am.
Wait,
That
he got
gray.
a
Oh,
beard. No, I had.
he
Girl,
got the little.
girl,
I shouldn't say beard. He got the little
I'm a
goatee.
fit to
Oh,
live.
look him up on YouTube, honey.
Now that's
That
on
last CD. This one's for me and you. So let the record play. Hey, girl.
put
The
on.
last thing, honestly, no, the last thing I heard from him, and I ain't gonna lie, and I said, you know what, this is a lesbian song for here.
Look it up.
And that nigga said behind closed doors. I was like, yes, honey, because you could have got it, baby. Behind closed doors. But see, I don't play those type. I never played those games. If I'm with a woman, I'm with a woman, with a man, whatever. But behind closed doors, baby, that song was lit. Oh my
Mine
God.
is a perfect time to. I mean, a quiet time to play. Oh, that's my song right there.
Which
You
one?
ain't never heard of a quiet time to play?
That's the name of the song. My.
Wait a minute.
Well, yeah,
Why is
But
somebody
no, it's a different
somebody
song
is
called "A
on my
Quiet Time to Play."
block. Somebody's on my block beating right now.
What
It
time?
always tripped me out. It's
Oh.
12:14, but it always tripped me out that people still ride around with beats.
Bro,
Oh, they ride up and down my street with that shit, and I'll be like,
I don't mind the beats, but I hate the stuff that
the
sounds like
rattling.
some cane.
No, that's what caught my attention. Why are you still rattling? At least have the beat sounding good.
Now,
Don't be.
one person I know for sure, my cousin Cease. Every time he put beats in
Excuse
his
me.
ride, you know Cease. So
Y'all remember Steve? Yeah.
every time he put beats in his ride, it was perfection. It was
Crisp.
professional. It was crisp.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
That this
Man,
sound like just I'm like turn it
no,
off.
but that sound like the trunk is.
Yeah, trunk rattlers. That's what I call them, trunk rattlers.
There you
I'm
go.
like, I don't even
That's
know
what
what
I'm
you. I
calling
don't
them.
even know what the music is.
If
It's
you
just
Do they even know?
do
Is
it
the question?
spend the money. Do it right or don't do it at all.
with today's
Exactly.
music. Why would you even want to bump it loud?
And I like
Hello.
beats. I like beats. I like y'all know I be having the big ass speakers when we have parties. The whole block.
Right.
Cops always called on us because we.
Dang, I'm mad, T. I ain't never kicked it with T since we've been grown. Okay, I ain't kicked it with T since we were teenagers.
Man,
Karma will tell you. But you know what?
it went down. We went hard in the paint. When we partied, we made sure
I used to have
it went
parties.
down in the record books.
I used to have parties. You know why I partied all
She
the
said in the record books.
Oh, it went in the record books.
You know why I partied all the time? Because we didn't get to do that when we was growing up.
No, I know.
See,
But guess what? I'm an introvert, and this is crazy. My
Hey,
personality,
Miss
like y'all.
Hawk.
Hey, Miss Hall, I'm fun right now. You know, y'all see this. But Tanya have actually invited me since I've been back. And I'll be like, well, I don't know. My thing is, I like to be at home.
Parties. I didn't invite
Since I've been back, she have invited me to stuff. But it's not, well, at that time, honestly, I had a lot going on. School. Then at the time, I wasn't even drinking again. I had stopped and said, okay, God, here you go again. You know, I've been on this path for I don't know how many years, but whatever. And then not only that, but I'm an introvert. I don't care. I can know half of Omaha and y'all can invite me. When I was in Minneapolis,
You gonna be
no, when I was in Minneapolis, do y'all know I'm talking about? I'm getting invited to like big events. I'm talking about like prominent people events, and I'll be like,
no, Karma Diva. How many times has somebody came to our party and they was like, "Hi, hey,
Right. They sit there and be like, oh no, baby, you gotta come out that shell or you got to go.
get on the patio," because
They come up out that shell real quick because we
Miss
don't
Holly
do
said we
quiet
still on
people.
here.
we talking about. Remember the lap dances? Oh my God, we used to.
That was your ass. That
No,
was you.
Lap
That was
dancing.
you.
was I the
And
only
people hide. Look, and people hiding under your shirt.
Mhm.
Willie!
Oh,
Willie!
under here?
Can you breathe? Wait a minute. What I tell him? Can you breathe? Can you? No, that was still down there on 14th.
From North Omaha.
Can you breathe?
Ain't nothing under here, but proud to be from North Omaha.
Let him up for air. Let him up for air. He gotta breathe.
No, we used to have a lot of fun though. We used to have the drinking.
I believe it.
Oh my God, we used to have so much fun.
Chairs getting broken all the time.
Everybody was breaking my chairs. I mean, oh my God.
It was one person doing all of that. It was one person breaking the chair
Darrell.
every
Breaking
party.
the chairs.
Darrell. I don't
Darrell.
know how he did it. Every party he broke a chair.
No, what
Every
about
single
you?
party.
You want to bring up old shit? What about when you rolled down my stairs and tumbled?
I didn't roll. See, that's what you was upstairs. I didn't roll down the stairs. I was at the bottom of the stairs. I was standing at the bottom of the stairs. And you know, you crouch down doing the little prison pose, and you be like,
Yeah,
and I did that. And I went to stand back up, and my knees locked. So
Ooh.
all I could do was just tuck and roll
Tuck
into
and
a
roll.
ball.
I about to
Tuck
say
and
drop
roll.
and roll, but you said tuck and roll, so yeah.
I tucked into a ball and rolled on. And they were sitting there laughing because I had on a little dress and the knee-high boots. And they was laughing because they was like, you did all that and your dress never flew up. I was like, hey, practice.
Woo. When I tell y'all that was
Hey, everybody laughed. I couldn't even, they was trying to help me up. I couldn't even get up for laughing at my damn self.
Wow.
I mean, we have had some. No, what about the jingle balls? Remember that?
oh my God, with Kim and Husker,
And Lisa, yes.
Kim and Husker
Jingle balls? What's jingle balls? Was it a Christmas party game?
Yeah, it wasn't a game, but it was Christmas. It was cold and a
Jingle
motherfucker out there.
balls?
Yeah, they had Mary Jingle Balls.
Girl, they had me doing all kind of stuff. I don't know.
They
I
had you.
used to be a saint.
Oh no! Remember? No. Remember when you lit off of what was that? Ohio? When we used to when we played the roulette game, the shot game.
And Tasha.
Who, Tasha? Oh, my poor friend. My poor friend. I started taking the shots for her because she was gone. She was gone. It was a roulette game.
Yo,
We
it's me.
spin, and it landed on a number, and whoever number it was, you had a drink. I don't know how
That
it kept
number
landing on her
amount or
number.
whatever?
Landed on her
No,
number
just one.
like 30 times
Okay.
in a row. Like
Yeah, it
it
kept landing
her number. And
like seriously, like 10 times in a row. So she drank about 4 or 5, and then I was like, "Here, Tasha, I'll take the rest," because she ain't no big drinker like that. But at the time, I was still drinking, so I was like, "Here, I'll just take them for you." And then Melvin cheating ass, because Melvin was supposed to be drinking too, but y'all wasn't paying attention. He was sitting there doing like this, and y'all wasn't paying attention. But you know what? We are some damn liars, because at the beginning of this live, what did we say? Look at the time clock.
I was just looking at that.
Y'all did it.
Look at the time clock.
No, man, I'm about to go, bro.
No, y'all did it. I told y'all to keep it short and sweet.
He talking about he coming to Nebraska. Come on. Don't be.
Who coming in Nebraska?
Maurice, he keeps saying that. He's scared.
Mo, come on, man. Hey, Mo, you the homeboy. Come on.
He might
Don't be
as
scared.
well.
We sweet.
He might as well.
We sweet.
And bring me some Papa Do's.
Oh,
yes.
Papa Do's used to be my spot in Houston. I took myself there. I think was it my 38th
I like them. I used to love
birthday?
Bennigan's. Bring me some Timmy Chins. I want some Timmy Chins.
Man. And
Some
then
of their
what was
wings. I want some Timmy Chin wings.
no, what was the one spot that it was
Oh,
another
Taco Cabana.
not Taco Cabana, it was another Mexican restaurant that stayed open till like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And they had actually somebody had a fight up in there and it was on YouTube. Also. At the restaurant. Oh my God, by the Metropolis.
By the Metropolis.
I don't know.
Shit.
But I'm
Girl, it's been 20 years since I did here.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to think about it.
Carmel Diva.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna take us out on this little short clip of the party. My favorite clip.
Oh God. I'm not. No. He was like, quit hating.
Okay, y'all. When I say we used to get turned, we used to have parties. They was off the chain. I'm gonna show y'all this little clip at my birthday party. We was all on the jungle juice that I made.
Man.
This is the effects of jungle juice.
Not the effects of jungle juice.
Some of y'all
I think this is I think this was like the second party of yours I had ever been to, and I was like, oh my God.
Some of y'all ain't ready for my concoction.
Oh Lord,
Y'all really
what's your
ain't.
concoction?
That's all I'm gonna say.
What does that consist of?
I'm gonna mute everybody and I'm gonna play this video. So give me a sec.
Hey, you guys!
Don't laugh. This ain't funny. Why is y'all coming to
Chris on, guys. We gotta watch this. It's gonna be hilarious. Y'all be quiet, please.
Joe like 50.
Stop it. Ain't nobody saying like that again. Hey, come on, you guys. Give the man some respect.
What's wrong with Hold on. They not hearing my voice. You niggas still too loud. Disrespectful ass niggas.
Let's be quiet.
I'm trying to sing birthday to you, though. I'm trying to sing birthday to you, though. Okay.
Hit me with your best shot.
I'm definitely up there.
He said, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Happy birthday.
Stop hating.
I ain't doing nothing singing the song. All right, now, cousin, it's your birthday. How old is it? Come on, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I ain't too old yet. Man, you doing Kevin Hart. Yeah, I'm good, right? I should have been on TV. I should have been on TV. You should.
Look at Kim. Look at Kim. Right.
Take it out. It's over.
I ain't finished yet.
No, you're done because I'm out of juice. Hey, Tanya, that's all for you, girl.
Bring some of them dollars out.
He was serenading you, okay? So he thought.
When I say our parties used to be lit.
I see. Oh my God.
That was from my jungle juice. I'm telling you, when I make my jungle juice, I'm telling
What's
you.
in jungle juice? What's in your jungle juice?
People would not go home. They just be laid out all over the floor.
What did you put in it?
Like 8 to 10 different, not fifths, but gallons. Like 8 to 10 gallons of liquor, along with like peach schnapps and with oranges and grapes and strawberries and pineapples and apples, all kind of fruit, and then like 7-Up, and I gotta look at my recipe because I gotta save somewhere. But when I say that was when Karma Diva fell down my doggone stairs when she was talking about that earlier. She said, "Oh,
Yeah,
she tuck and roll."
that's funny.
But no, we used to have fun. But that was one of the most epic nights of all the parties we used to throw. We used to throw a lot of parties. I ain't threw a party in 2 years, so it's
Okay.
it's due time. It's due time. But you got to do yours first.
If I can stay awake, yeah.
You got to do your party first before I do another party. So I just wanted to end it on that note because we didn't talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We didn't talk about some funny stuff. We didn't talk about some deep stuff. We didn't talk.
We done did church.
We done did church. We done sang. We done had revival. So I just wanted to leave it on a good note, on a funnier, more relaxed,
Right.
for everybody. So
I am sleepy.
Girl, I ain't sleepy, but I know y'all is. I gotta get ready for our big exclusive interview tomorrow night. Ken, you gonna be able to watch it?
Yeah, what time? 8?
It's at 8. It's a big exclusive interview.
I know. No, I was thinking about that earlier because I'm like, it's exclusive like that. I gotta watch it. So I'm gonna make sure I go to bed early.
Everybody
I said go to bed early. It's 12:30.
Everybody that's watching now, everybody who watches later, make sure you hit the notification bell. If you are not subscribed to the Hood Table already, make sure you hit the subscription bell. Please subscribe to the Hood Table. We really appreciate your support. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when we go live. Make sure you know when we go upload. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we are doing an exclusive interview. Our guest is a former member of a church here in Omaha, Nebraska.
God, I want to know which one it is.
Of a pastor. It's a prominent pastor, a well-known pastor, and the guests on our show. And remember, the opinions and views of this guest that's going to be on our show tomorrow night is not those of the hood table. This is a guest who came to us. She's ready to tell her story, a story that she says she's been holding on for years, and she's ready to tell her story of misconduct allegations against a local pastor here in Omaha, Nebraska, of a prominent, well-known church. So I already posted the link to that interview on our main page on the
Main
hood.
page. Okay.
So but you know what? I'll be posting it throughout the day tomorrow because I don't want y'all to miss it. I don't even know what's all going to be said, or this is gonna be raw. It's gonna be raw, and we just gonna go with the flow tomorrow night. So
I will not miss it.
All my moderators, Candace, I need to make you a moderator. Could you please comment in the chat, Candace, so I can make you a moderator? Can you do that while you on the live? If not, if you cannot comment in the chat, Candace, after this video is over, comment underneath. Because I need all my moderators, Miss Sislo, anybody else. I know I already talked to Deanna Irvin, and she said she'll be here. I need all my moderators in the chat tomorrow night because it's going to be a turned up chat. And if anybody gets out of pocket, tomorrow night,
did you see me?
They will be blocked. Did you just do it?
Yeah, did you see me?
Hold on. Because anybody who gets out of pocket tomorrow night, I'm not going to have my guest badgered. I'm not going to have her attacked. You can say what you want in the comments. Right. You can say what you want in the comments. But if you get out of line, you will be blocked. You will be blocked. Tomorrow night is part 1 of the exclusive at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Part 1?
That's part 1. And then we're going to do a part 2. And then if the pastor wants to debunk or rebuttal or anything like that, he has that opportunity. So I'm sure within...
The pastor?
Within 15 minutes of the show tomorrow night, I'm sure the pastor will know I'm sure a lot of people is going to share it to the pastor, and he's going to probably drop down in the chat. So part 3, if there's a part 3, is going to be with me and the pastor. So part 1 and 2 is the exclusive interview from our guests making allegations against this pastor in Omaha. Part 3, if there's a part 3, it'll be because the pastor done reached out to me and they want to speak out against the allegations. So if they don't want to speak out, then it's just going to be a part 1 and 2. If they ain't got to speak out, but I will give them an opportunity to come on the platform. I would get them the opportunity.
Right. Morning, right? Fair.
So yes. So you said you commented in the chat, Ken?
Yep, I did.
What did you say?
Hey.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Oh, Cedric said he gonna have some popcorn. Yeah, Cedric, you better get some popcorn. Get you a popcorn or some drink.
Get you some popcorn, some Kool-Aid, your drink, or whatever you do. Be ready then, because I'm ready for this one myself. I don't know about no tea. I just came back home a couple years ago.
Cedric, you might already know who it is. I did a preview. Matter of fact, let me drop the preview link in here. Candace, you can go if you're ready to get off the. You can go if you're ready to get off.
You go ahead. I'm just about to put. I'm about to take the video off.
Okay, that's fine. Well, because I don't see your comment in the chat, but maybe.
Really? Oh, wow.
Nope. But I'm gonna drop the link in the chat to the preview video link. So that you guys, if you guys want, it's like a 3 or 4 minute, it's like a 3 or 4 minute video of our guests talking.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody in the chat, if you want to listen to that 3-minute video of our guests talking, that's like a preview of the actual video.
And you're dropping the link now,
right? So
because I want to actually check it out tonight.
You sure you commented in the chat though, Ken?
Yeah, I just said, hey. I mean, in my chat, it just says chat. It's a box. I clicked and I said, hey.
But you might have talked in the private.
Oh, live. I gotta do it in the live.
Yeah, you gotta do it in the live chat.
But guess what? I can't type nothing in the live.
And see, that's what I was thinking. So basically what you need to do is after we wrap this up, click on the video and hit comments so you can comment underneath the video where everybody comment when they come in late or when they watch the lives later. They comment in the regular comment section. So all you got to do is say, hey T, hey, whatever. Say something so I can click on the link next to your name so I can add you as a mod.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and Cedric, you might know who it is. A lot of people been hitting me up. A lot of people been texting me, calling me, inboxing me, asking me who is the pastor. And I tell everybody, you'll find out when you watch the show. That defeats the purpose of an exclusive interview. But anyway, the link that I just dropped in the chat is like a 3 to 4 minute video of the person we're interviewing. Is her words of her talking. So check out the video. You will be intrigued. You will be intrigued.
Sounds
but anyway, on that note, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get ready, go to bed, wake up in the morning. I'm gonna get ready for this exclusive interview tomorrow night. I hope you guys get ready for it too. And make sure, excuse me, even if you come in this live late and you watch this show after it's completely over with, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share the video and subscribe to the channel. And
like and share.
Good table.
Like, share, and subscribe, people. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And we out, y'all.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Locally, globally, Vince vocally. You don't really want to miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content. Got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want to invite and bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back until you sorry. Try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need
All right, everybody. It was so fun. I enjoyed you, Candace, and I enjoyed Mrs. Lowe and also Karma Diva. And I hope everybody have a wonderful night. Stay safe, be blessed, stay healthy, and we are out. Deuces. Mm, 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 mm.